some sort of hexacan?
Welcome to the Worst Damn Crypto Show, period. I'm your host, Romanian Dan, and I got with me Famous.TV, or Famous, and Alan Fizame. What's up, guys?
What's popping, guys?
What up, boys?
Chilling. Man, we were having such a good conversation and agreement. We're like, yo, we're not even live. Let's just fucking come up with that. So what's up, everybody? So this week, we're going to not rant. I'm not going to rant this week like I did last week. This week, we're going to try and be a bit more positive. We got a special guest. Let's go, Alan Fizame. I think that's how you say it.
Yeah, I had to dumb it down. Who was it? I think it was Motley. He couldn't for the life of him. Couldn't say my life. I was like, so that's the only reason I have it like that now.
Fuck, man. I couldn't even say. I was like, Alan Fizame. Okay. It probably means something else, but I have to say it a certain way. But dude, like, let's get into the nitty gritty. So what's happening lately? So the price is dumping. Everything's going whatever. Everything's going sideways in a way. ETH's going up. Bitcoin tried to go up. Hex went down yesterday. I don't know who the fuck mentioned it. What was it? 50 million Hex got dumped. Also, we got Motley calling out the Hexacan of the day, who purchased 3.5 million Hex at 1.8 cents. Look, today's winner, the guy who just snagged 3.5 million Hex for 1.8 cents. Bravo, sir. Bravo.
Winner chicken dinner.
And that cut, and look at that, the most direct pleb of the day currently, 21. What is that? 21 million Hex for $535,000 at 2.4 cents. Wow, sold the bottom. Sold the bottom.
Literally.
Well, that's still money, though. I don't know, man. And maybe that could be a piece of it, but that's still money, bro. Holy fuck! Just look at that. It's 2.4 cents, and he still got $500,000 off of that. That's crazy. What's up, class? How are you? So, we were talking about like hexing right now. How hex is. How do I put this to not create this, right? I was gonna put on a cagoule. I was gonna put on one of these like ski masks, and I was gonna say, just in case not to get subpoenaed. But I don't even want to get into that today because the subpoena, I think, is for fudders. I don't think subpoena, nothing's gonna happen. A couple of people brought up some very good points. Johnny Chaos, where's the case number? Bullish Ox was saying, if the Hex Investments Trust is already being utilized as a company, so they had to go through all the bullshit that had to go with, securities and shit like that. So there's so much that has been done already for us to say, like, no, it cannot be. Not only that, like, we know very well how to do the Howey test or whatever, fucking fail the Howey test. So I think we're good on that. We're not going to talk about that. I think we're going to leave it dead. We're going to put the nail in the coffin and say, I'm going to wait until actual information comes out before I even comment on it, because coming from a family where my family's into law, you never assume, because you make an ass out of you and me. So I'm not going to assume, and I'm just going to let it be and be like, it's FUD, because no one's really come out and said, like, their piece about it. Everyone's just, there's not concrete information. But what is the big question right now is that we are the 7th of November. We got 6 days before the HEDRON, where you could snag, just like that 1.8, you could snag some HEDRON. So I remember last week we were telling you that HEDRON was a good buy, right? Now, a lot of people were saying, no, you got to get Hex. You got to get Hex over to HEDRON. That's what everyone's doing. Cool. So right now we're looking at, if we look at the prices of the charts, we're looking at like Hex is almost 9,000 something. HEDRON, ICOSA, and Hex dipped. The Hex ETH ratio, I don't know if you want to bring that up, or let me put that up. Hold up.
Yeah, you pull it up. You're good with
that. Hex ETH ratio is actually like someone has been dumping this. Like, I don't understand why they're doing that, but they've been dumping it for ETH. Like, there's either a routing happening or like that's what also people who've been providing liquidity have been telling us, like, oh, that someone is being getting rid of their hex, like they have been. And then obviously yesterday we all know that someone has been getting rid of their hex. But if we were to go look, oh shit, let me pull this up. I'm not even on the right page here. Okay. So if we go on a hex ETH, I'm really, like, this shit went like, bro, you could have snagged like this is incredible. Like there was at 3.2, right? And you could have snagged probably at like 1.5, so like half of it. You could have got doubled the hex for what you had in ETH. A lot of people don't look at this. This right here is really not normal. If you go and see that, this is definitely an occurrence. The same thing is here. So I would be prepared to see for something. Wait, I think a lot's happening. We did cross it here. So like we're in a moment of like uncertainty, in my opinion, in the community where everyone's like waiting, what's happening, what's not happening. My biggest concern in crypto is the miners. But let's get into what we were talking about. So we were talking about ICOSA, right? And the power of what ICOSA allows certain hexagons to plan and manage. It's a strategy, guys. I'm not saying you need to do this. This is a strategy. You have to understand the mathematics behind this. So I'm going to kind of put the cat out the bag and be the one to say it. So what I realize is that sometimes, most of the time actually, the ICOSA reward plus the HEDRON reward is actually greater than if you were to do a stake currently, which is pretty hard to deal with as a hexagon when you have stakes and your stakes are working trustlessly. Now you have to create this trust with this contract where you're saying, okay, now dependent on what people do, I'm making a yield. Now this yield is generating me more than if I were to do it trustlessly. Now this is two options you have to understand, right? Do you want to take more and go the not trusted route, right, where you have to trust on humans doing something, or do you want to go on the trustless route where you're going with hex and you don't have to worry about your neighbor or the next man's or the next woman? You don't have to worry about the next hexagon doing something. So this is a really good point, but I also want to tell people like there are like very good rewards with ICOSA currently. The Hedron rewards, I'm not too found about, but it's still free. It's still something for something, and it gives you an asset that represents someone giving away their hex stake, which later on can be purchased. So it's all good, positive externalities. Alan, what do you think about this? I know we were talking about all kinds of.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, I have some pretty strong opinions on it. They're completely uneducated, but like I was saying, a lot of gut feeling and very simple math is I going forward personally, this is what I do is I'm buying Deci. I know this is off topic. I'm not buying Hex directly, simply because it's liquid Hex stake that I can potentially just sell at a premium at a later time if I really wanted to. Two, with the HSIs, there's no reason for me to do a native stake anymore. For me to wait, like you're saying, for somebody else to, do something or not do something, affect the T-share, do this, do that. I don't have to look at that map that much anymore. I already have my native stakes. I mean, those are all going out 15 years, 10 years. I think my average is like 10 and a half years or whatever. So now I want some flexibility. I want to gain just a little bit more because just that extra little 5% extra that you're getting, when this thing pumps, whether it be 500%, 1500%, or the 30x that Hedron did, I'm going to get all of that too. And it's going to be magnified 5% times whatever this thing pumps. So I think you're right. And I think people should be doing their homework. They should try to understand the flexibility that it gives you, and understand the arbitrage opportunities in general. What costs more? How do you obtain? You want more hex? Fine. Do a 5 all the way to 15 years. And then make that a positive thing. Like you said, it's a positive feed into the system because you're locking up that hex and you're exiting with something else. You're getting your ICOSA out right then and there. You're not hurting the hex price. And you can then go ahead and buy more hex if you want to, or buy more Hedron, stake it, get more yield out of it, bring it back. It's just a huge feedback loop that people are just missing out on. And you don't need a lot of money to do it. You really don't. You could do $100 every 2 weeks, and know that you're getting a premium one way or another if you understand the math. But you got to do the work. People are just getting really lazy, like, oh, I got this, I got that, I know how this works, I understand T-shares. If you understood T-shares, you really don't. You should be doing this HSIs, to be honest with you. Because a lot of people are like, oh, I don't want to do 15 years, so long. Well, here's a way to get out. You see your stack grow in 5 years from now. This thing is $10, and you got all those T-shares locked up in a native stake. You can't do anything. I mean, you can end it and then pay a penalty, but instead you can have an HSI, sell it for ICOSA, and then sell the ICOSA for USDC or whatever it is that you want to get out, and not hurt the hex price, not pay a penalty, and pay anything. That's it. You just got to do the math. I mean, I think it's a no-brainer. I think people are missing out a lot, and it would do them some service to take this time, to actually study and make their own game plan, what works for them according to their bags and their ability to buy, and plan out the next 4 or 5 years with this new strategy. And it's not even that new. I mean, HEDRON came out when? February of last year, March, somewhere around that time. And then ICOSA came out, was it like 4 months ago? And Crypto Sloth's been talking about it. GRC's been talking about it. All these people are breaking it down for you. Silver the Antidote. I mean, how much more do people really need as far as education? I think they just need to be willing to actually do the work at this point with all the tools that have been given to them. That's just me. I kind of take like the sort of like that point of view of like, stop being a dumbass. You know what I mean?
No, I agree.
Get to it. You know what I mean? The opportunity is there, and it's not that hard.
I agree with you.
Yeah, 100%. It has to be that way. And the people,
it would be stupid for someone not to get in at this point, or even try to get in. Like, it's not about, what I say is like positioning, right? And like, in this take, it's like, okay, yes, you're locking in the hex, but the T share, although you're giving away that position, you're acquiring an asset that then you can also hold another position. And usually, we know by history, if a project usually does well, or is accompanied by another project that does well, and actually feeds off of its back, which HEDRON, ICOSA, MAXIMUS DAO, all these, what we call derivatives or layer twos or things built on top of Hex, they're going to do well if Hex does well. It's a no-brainer. It's just, that's the way that the ratio works out. So the way I see it is, why don't settle into that with a little amount? That's what I was telling you. Like, it's good to go in with like $50, $100. Just claim a position and never leave. That's how certain people who bought, when T-shares were $3, you bought 10 T-shares for $30. That shit right now is worth, what, $10,000, almost $10,000. You know what I mean? So like, or less, obviously, but like, 10 T-shares is worth a lot of fucking money now, and you could have got that for nothing. It's a position of okay, how much is your opportunity cost? So $50 right now, how much does that give you? I always told people to look at the percentages. Like, okay, you have 1 Bitcoin out of 21 million. That percentage is still fucking good. That's a lot of money. That's a percentage between what that market cap is. So you would technically have that much. So then look at it like, okay, I need like 100 Bitcoin. So then do 100 divided by, let's say 100 divided by fucking, what is that called? Hold on, let me get my calculator up. Let's do 100 divided by 21 million. That's 5 zeros in a 1. You put like $200 in an ICOSA pool, you're getting like, I think 3 zeros in a 1. So if you're getting 3 zeros in a 1, I said that was 100. That's like you're getting 10,000 out of the 21 million of that whole pool. So you're getting a percentage that is kind of worth what that percentage is. So if HEDRON and ICOSA ever get to a point where it is worth that much, then you have that percentage. Then yes, obviously people could come in and put more than you. But the thing is that everyone knows when you get out of your points, and in order to get back in, you got to put more. So that's a problem. So that's why I'm saying to people, yes, okay, do whatever you want. Put 500, 600, 700. But it's also important to realize positioning is pretty important. Doing something and not having the expectations to take it out. That's why your hex stakes do so well. Because you're like, I'm not going to take it out. Because if you were to compound it and say, I'm going to have in 15 years, I'm going to keep my hex for 15 years, and I'm just going to unstake it every year and restake it, you're losing on the APY. You're losing on that position. Every year when you unstake it, you got to put more in order to get back into that position. That's how it would work, as to staying in for 15 years. And that's usually where people thrive better than others. People that didn't, people that put for 1 year, $10,000 in T-shares, and someone that put $1,000 and did it for 5 or 10 years, they're gonna outpace them like crazy because of the T-shares, because of that positioning that they held. And same thing with liquidity providing. If you have a position and you hold it and the liquidity grows, you got more. You're getting more off the bat. So I think, Alan, what you said was very, very important for people to understand. Also, it's like you need to be okay with this. You need to like be like, okay, look at the opportunity and analyze it. Don't just go in it because people are saying to go in it. You need to understand that this is an opportunity. This is a building on top of something. Like no coin gets built on. There aren't many coins out there. If not, I don't even think any that currently are being built on and being deployed with also the community providing its liquidity, with the community using it and utilizing it and building on top of it. There's
Yep.
not a lot of coins doing that. Now, we're not even the native coin of the asset. Now, the other day I was talking about this. It's like on Pulse Chain, you're going to have assets that are all in tune with each other. How are they in tune? Well, Hex is basically needed, right, in the ecosystem. Don't ask me why. I think it will be. I don't want to say something that I don't really want to say, but I think Hex will become something very useful on Pulse Chain. That's my opinion. I don't want to say it because it's kind of like FUD, but I think it'll be something really cool that everyone doesn't expect because there's no reason why it shouldn't be. It has all native externalities where you don't have to utilize and create something to do it. It does it itself. And you could take, a lot of heat off of PulseX and Pulse Chain. And Pulse Chain, when the bot at the beginning does what it does, it's gonna create this need where everyone needs to use it, and they're not gonna want to get. And the people that get rid of their Pulse, their Pulse Chain is just gonna like suffer because we all want it, and that's how it's gonna be. We learned our mistakes with all the other coins, BNB, ETH. You need that coin on the ecosystem to do anything. Now we're seeing what's happening with FTT. You need to own that coin as a community, or else look what happened with BNB. BNB owns FTT. I don't even want to get into that. But now they just dumped it, and now they're creating all kinds of FUD. So if you think you want other people to get this Pulse chain, no. We need to hold it as a community because we could guide this chain. And the chain has already users. So we're good. We're fucking good. We have over 100,000 users, in my opinion, and that's perfect for a chain. That's another thing. Now, the rewards, right? A reward is, like I said, a reward. It's not meant to happen, right? So you're not going to get anything if no one does anything on HEDRON. Now, what's so cool about HEDRON lately is that we can assume that we don't know what liquidations are occurring. Like this is the moment where everyone at the beginning of HEDRON was like, is this going to happen? When is this going to happen? When are we going to get stakes? When are we going to get stakes to buy back and all this stuff? Now we have the chance. So what are we going to do about it? Like you said, we need to come together and understand, like, let's help each other. Like I said this the other day, because Trap was trying to like say shit about HEDRON. I'm like, yo, dude, I'm giving up my stakes. I gave up stakes because someone's going to be able to purchase it and it's just going to pump my bag. Now, not only did I get an asset that represents it, but it's also bringing me rewards. It's not like it's like, oh, take your MAXI. Let's say, for example, it's not creating the same need as MAXI. MAXI, in my opinion, is a collateralized asset, which is not leveraged. You can leverage from it, but it's not a leveraged asset. You're getting a representation redemption token. So it's collateralized, in my opinion. It is backed. So you have something. It's not just a token out of nowhere. Even if there's no liquidity, you know that MAXI right now is currently like what, 1.3 and 200 HEDRON or more. I haven't checked the thing, but it's worth that. So you're going to get that at the end, at least, because that's how much it is. You're going to get more too. So that asset is completely different than ICOSA. ICOSA, you have to give it, leverage it, saying, I'm going to give this up in order to give this back, and then I'll use this to get rewards, which is, like we were talking about, a very good thing to do. Now, prices, like right now we're looking at some crazy prices where this shit dipped. Now, what do? Is it still going to dip? Is it going to go up? No one fucking knows. The only thing I know is that it was a fake pump. Why? Because you just look at it. What's happening? Nothing's fucking happening. Why? HEDRON's supposed to pump, not Hex. Why is Hex pumping? Why did Hex pump? You have to think about that. Why did it pump? There's no news. There's no nothing. Just it was a bait. You got baited. Someone now got 25% more hedron than they would have a week ago off of purchasing their hedron now with either their liquid bags or their USDC. So no matter how you see it, right now the people are gaining, and we're getting towards it. It's almost a week left, less than a week, and we're getting into these liquidations. And it starts. It's not like all of them are coming out. You're getting this liquidations. People are fucking minting the shit out of Poly. I don't know how much they're at. Can you pull it up?
I got you.
Poly.
Yeah. What about this question? Whales suppressing price leading into auctions to reduce purchasing power.
Exactly. So it might not be to class. It might not be to suppress. It might not be to suppress. So this is the way I was thinking about it: is if you take 1 million, right? Let's say as an example, let's say you take 1 billion hedron and you burn it for whatever T-shares you need, right? If that would have costed you whatever it costed you, let's say as an example, I'm not even doing it at the top of my head because like what, like 100 million would be like almost like 3 bills. I think it's 3 bills right now. I think with the price change, I don't know, but it should be $300. So like 1 trillion should be like what, or 1 billion should be like $3,000. I think, if I'm not mistaken, 1 billion hex, 1 billion hedron is like $3,000, right? So let's say right now with the 30% gain, 1.3 billion is the same price as the billion. You're burning more hedron. And with that 75, I think we're at 75 B points on ICOSA. That means that there's approximately like 75,000 Q shares, right? And that 75,000 Q shares can get redistributed. Now, there's no set price. That's 75,000 Q shares, whatever the 75,000 T-shares, sorry. That is going to generate so much hedron minimum. It's going to bring 5.5 per T-share million hedron per T-share. Now, if we're able, right, to get a good deal, we'll get it for the same price, which is free. Everyone bought it for $5. Everyone got it at a shitty ass discount. If not, it's like 55 million hedron per T-share or some shit like that. So if that's the case, then why not create a lower price to have more hedron for people to purchase? Because you're not minting the hedron, you're buying it. So you'll have more hedron to purchase and to burn in the auction, right? So if you had 1.5 million and you only had 1 million, how easy would it be for you to provide 900,000? It's easier when you have more, right? Obviously, because you have more. So you don't feel like you're losing all of it. And that's why I think it's better to suppress the price to make it a better buying opportunity so people burn more. So it's like, oh, I have more now in the auction. And at the same time, too, there is the poly. So massive whales that planned on making these big ass stakes in order for them to buy it back, because they're like, well, no one else has this much. Not a lot of people have this much hedron in order to buy it back. Now they're getting dicked because now there's the poly contract. So they need to figure out a way to have more, right? They need to have more regardless of, because the poly contract could just grow even if the price doesn't. But now that the price is going lower, an individual can get more. So this is all like be or be killed shit. So
Poly, sorry to interrupt. Poly's got 379 billion. I know you wanted me to look it up.
Yeah, people are saying it's only gonna get like 20 billion. Like, people are crazy, bro. They don't understand, bro.
People got burned on hedron in the beginning. They're gonna get burned again if they underestimate it.
When does that end? The poly 1-for-1? Because I haven't gotten it yet, but I was planning on getting a little bit at least. Do you know?
14th November.
Okay, thank you.
So I would be very careful. Yo, what's up, Crypto Cashew? What's up, David James? What's up, Fully Croissant? Yo, shouts out to Fully Croissant, man. He made my new logo, man. It's I'm locked in a storage. No, I'm actually not. I'm in a studio. It's fucking 4K shit. But yeah, it's a pretty nice storage if you ask me. Man. Encyclopedias and shit. I would have some fun. I'm a big nerd, but yeah, I read all these encyclopedias and these books here, all the Shakespeare's and all that shit. I'm a fucking nerd. Doesn't look like it, but yeah. But like I was saying, the right now, man, I think it's a very good time. We're gonna have so much hedron burnt. Like, people don't get it. You're gonna have so now people got to understand too. That's 75,000 T-shares was going to generate hedron and dilute all of us. It was going to, regardless, right? If 75,000 T-shares would have been created, that means that it would have been one hedron per B share, and we could all calculate the rest, right? Per day and all that shit. So we would have got diluted all that time, all that much. But now it's getting paid. Now someone has to pay to get that. So that, what that means is that we got to take already existing hedron, burn that motherfucker in order to acquire it. So no matter what that stake generates, it's already been burnt. So it's actually it's a net positive, because it's like it doesn't create more hedron. And now, because it's earlier, we have the potential of burning more hedron. So like that's later on when we create more T shares. Well, we don't have to worry about getting diluted because the hedron has already been burnt. And it's continuing on being burnt because people are continuously purchasing it at a premium. And then once it doesn't get to a premium, well, then you're going to see people just borrow from hedron to the extent where you're going to have the opposite, where it's, oh no, there's not enough hedron out there. Well, let's just mint it. Let's have an AMR and mint more, because we need to recreate this whole fucking leveraging thing where we want to reduce and complete the opposite. And it's fucking amazing because it's like a circle. It's just like, okay, well, if people want to borrow it, well, then we could create more of it. If people have too much of it, we can burn the fuck out of it. So, man, shouts out to Alex, bro. Fuck, man, he killed it.
Dude's a genius.
And then with the dip catcher and the Maximus DAO, like, people don't realize that, bro. Big problem is like, well, how do you give $100 stake to each one of your fucking cousins? You got to give them $100 stake to each one. Right? Regardless, if you give him a hedron, you want to give him a real stake, you have to give him $100 stake, put it in a wallet, and that's it. You're getting $100 worth of T-shares. But then what you could do also is say, I got 10 family members, $100 each. Fuck it. I'm going to get more and, more for my buck, and put them all together and put 1,000. And then you're stuck, because then you got to wait, and then you got to divide it, and then you got to do all that shit. But what you could have done instead is you could have created a fucking Desi or a Lucky or a Trio and have it, and then just have the 10 wallets and just split it and put 100 in each. And then you're minusing the unstake cost, and you just divided the stakes perfectly, but also keeping in mind that you have the same amount of T-shares for all of them. And you don't even have to worry, because if you would have done one for each one of your family members, even if you did it each at the same time, the one is getting less than the other every time. So like this, you're giving everyone the same opportunity, and it's giving people the opportunity to also say, I don't want to have any expenses. I want to get into this together. I want to purchase, it's like being investors together. It's a genius way of seeing it. Now, also another thing that people haven't seen because it's too early, like I said, is what if, people always leverage the value. So you look at it, it's like, oh, okay, well, it's $1. We'll leverage $1 out of it. I'll give you $1 for what this coin is worth. But what if you could leverage the coin and get another coin for what it's worth? And what do I mean by that? Well, one Maxi, like I said, was 1.3 hex and 200 hedron. Well, then what if you borrowed 1.3 hex, 200 hedron? It's not like you could get liquidated, but you don't have to be, because you could just borrow the whole fucking stake and never pay it back. And then at the end of the stake, they get their payment back. So you could leverage a collateral asset, a collateralized asset that technically can't get liquidated, because the value has nothing to do with the loan. The loan has to do with what's collateralizing it. And that could be very important, because it's like, well, you could borrow, make more money off the borrowing, and have an asset that came, right? There's two assets. So you have one asset, which is hex. You could put it back to stake and get back the other asset. So you're getting like 1.12 of that asset, with also collateralizing your bro, it's crazy. So you have a collateralized asset that you get two assets. One of the assets, you could go ahead and make more out of it, so you actually pay off your loan easier. And then you could also utilize the other thing, same thing, make more off of it. Like, it's endless, the ideas of what you could do right now. But I don't want to make people be like, what the fuck are you saying? Like, it's just too much for me right now. Like, can you please dumb it down? Like, how can we dumb this fucking down? Like, how can you dumb down growing a carrot? You just can't. But it's a fucking carrot. How can you can explain a carrot, right? It's a fucking vegetable. That's dumbing it down. But how do you get a carrot? You can't dumb that down. You just can't. Put the fucking seed in the ground and put water. It's not that simple. You know what I mean? We're trying to teach people how to fish. You just can't take the fucking string and just put it in the water It doesn't work like that. So I'm just saying all this because one, we could clip it later, but it needs to be done. Like people just need to focus and say, okay, this is the future. The future is here. We're building on top of it, and no one else is doing it. Like fuck, man, it's crazy. It's crazy what people just don't understand what we're doing. And then we're getting fake subpoenaed. Like that's the only way they could stop us is saying, "Oh, you're getting fake subpoenaed."
Yeah, it's sad to see. To be honest with you, it's so sad because. Oh, sorry, Romain, you're muted, bro.
No, I wasn't. I was talking to my girl. Sorry.
Oh, my bad. Yeah,
No
it's
worries.
just it's just sad to see, man. Because I go on pretty much almost every stream that I can. At least some of the bigger streams, and people are on there like, I did this, I did that, and I get messages from these people, man, like individually, and I'm like, what happened? Like, are you not doing your homework? Like we talk about it on the streams, you hear it every freaking day. You say you're bored of it, and you don't want to put the work in to understand it. Like, get one piece at a time. Understand hex first, then understand the underlying assets that have been built on top of it. Like, and then take it from there. It's not that hard. And you see opportunities all the time. They're staring you in the face. I woke up, what was it, like 3 weeks ago, and I was like 4 a.m. I was like, I gotta look at something. I was looking at Desi, and I was like, what the hell is this? What's going on? Wait, what? That's all I'm buying. And that's it. And because I have a long-term mind, and I'm almost certain that maybe 30 to 40% of the way to that Desi stake ending, that's when the premium maybe starts to shoot up on it. And if I want at that point, I can go ahead and swap it for hex for an extra amount, and then I get more hex for it. Simple play, right? Super simple. But no one sat there, no one said anything. I'm chatting it up on Telegram. I'm saying it on the live videos, like, hey, do this, do that, blah, blah, blah. And people are like, oh, yeah, let me do that. And then, one of the bigger players comes out and makes a video on it. And all of a sudden, everything starts like, oh, yeah, I'm doing it. I got to do this. Like, bro, I thought you were already doing it. Like, people they just talk about it. They think of all these things, they hear it, but they never put it in action. They don't actually take the time to understand what the hell is going on. And you have to. And I go back and I watch stuff from a year and a half ago, Richard stuff. I'll watch Whale stuff, Kareem. Sometimes I'll watch Maddie stuff, depending on what it is. And it's just incredible how much information is actually there. And you take that piece and you actually sit down and research it. And you're like, oh, crap, this makes sense. And that's when you hear people like, oh, hex didn't make sense to me until like 6 months in. Because they actually took the time to actually research it and understand it and lay out a plan. And then Tap is in here now. What's up, Tap?
What's going on, Tap?
What's happening, everyone?
How much?
What's up, Tap?
Yeah,
You're late, bud. You're late. No, I'm joking. You're late, man.
Yeah, Tap, I heard you were crapping on HEDRON last week. What happened?
I was crapping on it. What?
HEDRON.
No, trap. That was trap, not tap.
Not Tap. My bad.
It was trap. It was trap. Shouts out to trap. But tap, no, trap does tap. No,
my bad.
Tap's good. Tap has the same. Tap's just going along. He's working extra jobs. He's doing extra shit, man, to go do that. He's literally living it up, and he's gonna have a story to tell later on. I can promise you that, because he's doing it. He's in it. He's what all that advice people are saying to do. He's like, you know what, fuck, I'm getting a job, I'm getting an extra job, I'm gonna work, make extra money, save it up. Obviously he's chilling. He's he has his glasses on, probably. He's trying to get his glasses. He's like, shit, I gotta wake up right now before I fall asleep again on stream, all that shit. But I wanted to answer the question from class, because she's like, borrow the HEDRON from the HSI and then use to buy hex. I don't know what you mean by that, but what I was referring to was that with the MAXI token, right? The token is collateralized by the two tokens that it gives you, right? So you get that every day. So you get more and more hex, and you get more and more HEDRON every day, depending on how the contract works. And that allows you to look at it and say, okay, well, I could borrow this much from it, because that one coin is worth that much. So if you have 1,000 MAXI, then you technically have backed, because that's how much the redemption is worth. You have backed 1,300 hex, and you have, I said 200, so you have 200,000 HEDRON. So with that being said, you could borrow that and do whatever you want with that. Then the payback, you just got to pay it back, right? You just got to pay that back, whatever the cost is. But you only got to pay back the coins. You don't have to pay back the value. The value could be more, or it could be worth less. And that's what I meant by it, because it's different than when you borrow an asset like on Aave and you're taking out the USD value of it. You could get liquidated, because what happens if it drops 50%? Then you got to pay back the collateral. And it always works by everything being collateralized on Aave. You know, that's fiat.io. A lot of people have questions about fiat.io and Famous. I do not have anything to do with the project, even though I am famous. But I am not famous.io. I just want to say that. But I have been speaking with the team, and we get them in the spaces, and Buck comes in. Buck Fiat always comes in and really, really explains awesome. It's always good to get his take on it, even though, you know, he is fucking arrogant, but I love his arrogancy, because I am also, and I love it because it gives a different value of his experience, and I really appreciate it. And the fact that they're copying Aave and they might be launching it on Ethereum, I think it's like 99% chance it's gonna launch on Ethereum. I don't want to say it's for sure when, you know, anything could happen, but they're planning on doing so. And if they do so, I'm just even more bullish, because if we get Aave to come to PulseChain, oh man,
It's gonna be a good
that's gonna
day.
be beautiful for you guys. You guys don't understand how beautiful that's gonna be. Like, yo, man, did you sell in the 100x or did you keep it until 1,000? You know, that's gonna be the story, and you're gonna be like, fuck, man, yeah, I sold it on 100x. You know, a lot of people are gonna say that because they've never seen that in their life, bro. A lot of Hexicans have never seen that. They have never seen that. Just like a lot of Hexicans right now think they're up, but they're not. A lot of Hexicans are buzzing because they're still, actually right now, they're less than what it was in 2021. They have less than what they have in 2020, even if they bought in. So if they rolled the whole thing, okay, you staked. Okay, you got 40% more. But are you ready, bro? Because you missed out on the 10x and it went back down. Did you miss out, or did you capitalize? Or did you just stake and chill? Did you trustlessly get what you wanted this whole time? A lot of people don't forget about that, because right now, man, 1.8 cents, 3.5 mil, how much would that have been? How much would that have been? That would have been fucking, the guy would have got
50K profit.
at 3 cents. At 3 cents, he would have gotten maybe 1.6. No, sorry. He would have gotten maybe, no, right now it's 3.2. So literally he got it for half the price. No, why would it be 3.6? So
I think it's like $117,000
let's
total.
say
And then you subtract the 63.
He would get about 1.8 mil hex for what the price he could get it now. So just because of that, and he probably did a limit order, and that limit order got him almost double the hex than he was supposed to if he would have just market bought it. So that's something that is very complicated to do, but bro, look at that. It worked. And I don't want to rub it in, but I called that 1.8, man. It could go to there. It's going to go there if we wanted to. You know, look at the hex ETH ratio. It's going. Someone's dumping that shit. You know, 2.4, 1.8. Now that 1.8 got hit, I think that 1.3 is going to get hit. So get ready. Just put your shit in every week, you know.
I got a limit order.
You know, we were talking about DCA. Even the chat was talking about DCA, and they were, you know, what are your plans? You know, but like the best way to, you know what? Let me take that back. Because that's my opinion. So I find that a very good trick in DCAing, okay, if you want to fuck with your head, you want to fuck with your bags, is that let's say you have $100 every week to DCA. Okay, you want to always maximize your DCA opportunity. You take 80 out of the 100 and you purchase it right away. You keep 20. Now, what do you do with that 20? You always purchase it 20%. You always purchase it at a lower price than what you purchased at 80%. So like that, you maximize your actual 100% gain, right? And that is an easy way for you to say, okay, now what can I do? I could take that 20, put it, or that 20% and carry it to the next week if the price doesn't go up, and I could rebuy it then. Or, you know, you could take it and keep another 20% from the other week and wait until it dip. And you could keep doing that because there's always going to be a dip than what you got that week of. So you could always DCA and get more than what you would have gotten. It's hard to do because you always want to buy it because you're like, FOMO, fear of missing out, this and that. But the DCA trick is very important to have that liquid, because right now, if you bought at 3.7 or 3.8 right before that 4 pump, okay. But it's at 3.3. Do you have a bit more to buy? Because it might go to 2.8. Are you going to have a little bit more to buy? Someone got it at 1.8. You have a little bit more to buy. You know, yeah. A lot of people say, yeah, and then where
I will.
chain,
I
where
will. Don't worry.
where the fucking buys on chain? You know what I mean?
I'll
Like,
send you the
where
transaction,
the
Addy.
fucking on buy chain?
Yeah, and just to hit up, going back a little bit too. I know class asked, if you don't know how to do this, guess what? You got a free copy of all your stuff on ETH Fair, and ETHW, and guess what? App.icosa works for both those chains. Go figure it out over there, almost for free. Go get your hex, make an HSI, borrow against it, throw it into iCOSA, whatever. Go test it out over there with $10. Get $10. Go over there, test it out, make your mistakes over there, and then bring it over to mainnet. If you're really that scared or don't understand, go do it over there.
It's fairly simple. You just buy the ICOSA and you stake it, and then you forget about it.
Yo, give me a second. I'm gonna go get a water bottle. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
And then you sell it. Hopefully, it'll 100x.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's simple, right?
At least. Yeah,
At least. But I mean, that's such a simple thing, right? It's like, oh, I don't know how to do it. Don't want to do it with real money. Go play over there. Easy. I'm almost certain that if you know another Hexagon, there's no way they don't send you $10 worth of ETHW or ETH Fair, and you can go and do it over there. And that goes for everybody. Go play over there. It's cheap. Make the mistakes, figure it out, and then learn. That's it. Super easy. There's always a way to do it. If it's not a test net, then a spreadsheet, or go talk to someone. But we're fortunate. We got 2 other chains we can play on real cheap. Real cheap.
Yeah, I definitely I never liquidity provided before ETH POW, and now I'm doing on ETH POW, ETH Fair, some other chains, BNB, whatever. Yeah.
So take the opportunity and go use those. Go use the networks. I mean, that's how I kind of refined my LP stuff. I went over there and I played around. But I mean, day one, I was like, I'm not gonna let this go. Within I think 2 hours of those chains launching, I was swapping everything to Hex and Hedron over there. I was like, nope. And then I took once it pumped up, I was like, all right, cut that in half with the native asset, ETHW, ETH Fair. And then I started playing with the LPs. And then I did a bunch of ladder stakes with like hundreds and like close to like thousands of T shares that I laddered out on HSIs. Then I started messing around, setting for ICOSA, looking at the ratios. I was like, okay, cool. And then, but I'm staying within the ecosystem. I'm not playing around with other stuff. That I'm not throwing more than like $100.
I got some sheep on ETH POW. That's the only thing.
Yeah, well, I want things that I can actually do stuff with. But I mean, sheep, I don't think you can do. I think
just
someone
the
actually
LP,
figured out.
just the LP on
just LP.
swap. That's the only
Yeah, that's
reason I
fun.
did it. Yeah.
No, it's a lot of fun. And you get to mess around with what whales would normally be doing on mainnet for hundreds, if not millions of dollars.
Yeah, definitely learned a lot for sure, man.
Yeah. But learning opportunities are going to be there. People just need to be willing to actually take that step and not get left behind. Do your homework, kids. That's it.
Hex
What's
Cowboy
up,
says,
Hex Cowboy? He knows who the dumper is. I was just about to say that. I
the
know who the
Joker.
dumper is. Who's the dumper, man? He's like, someone hacked my wallet.
Yo.
Bye 50 million Hex Cowboy. He's like, I worked for it. He's like, well, come on, Cowboy. You can't just leave us hanging right now. Who is it?
We might get more views.
Hex 19 again.
No, that would be awful. Don't say that, bro. Poor guy. Poor guy. Imagine. I don't even want to think about it.
Ugh.
But yeah, guys. Then we got these other. Then we got the other. What's your take on PP?
I never got involved, man. Didn't even claim it.
You have too much money. That's why you can't even claim it.
I just didn't have. I don't want to. It's too much going on right now.
But
I mean, I heard the free claim was like $10-15. So I mean, what would I got, like a few dollars after I spent the gas fees to claim it, right?
I asked that question on purpose because like I remember when Paul's Doge was $25.
Well, I got that.
You got that, but it's fucking Pulse Doge, PP is the same shit. Obviously I wouldn't, I've said this also, like how profitable was my my 250 hex stakes? Very profitable. Very profitable. Not in hex. I'm probably never gonna actually unstake them. I'm just gonna let them die. But I got my money's worth off of them because of this shit. So these are stakes that, hey, rug me. I'm never unstaking them because it's 250 hex, and unfortunately PLSD paid for all of them. So now I'm looking at it like, okay, I could use this for PP, and I don't want to say this mean. I like Hexy Bastard, but I could dump it when it goes good because look at that. That shit went to $10. PLSD, yo, you could have made some money. Now, do you buy it? I wouldn't buy an asset that when there's another asset that, will be worth more than it. We need it. You need stakes. You need all that shit. You don't need PP on Pulse Chain. Yeah, it's nice to have it. I'm not gonna lie. Thank you for giving it. But remember what's important. You're all fucking pioneers in this shit. There's no one earlier than us. Technically there is, but right now we're in. So who's earlier than us? There isn't any. And if we want this mass adoption, we're the ones who are going to decide if we get it or not. So I would suggest, consider your risks. It's a good idea. It worked well with Pulse Doge. Pulse Doge is doing one hell of a funny ass shit with the ASIC miners. One of them initially is RH, but not a Richard Hart. I don't understand what that means.
And he has a YouTube channel.
Let's say Waters above called Hex a shitcoin yesterday. Who's Waters? Who's Waters?
He's a streamer, I think. Waters above. Yeah.
Fuck him, bro. Tap, what are you doing, bro? What's your plan, bro? I want to hear from you. You know why I want to hear from Tap? Because Tap's a he's a real man in the field. And I want to know, off of his busy day schedule, what have you been doing to prepare for anything that's occurring, or have you been up to date? What the fuck you been doing, bro? We want to hear it, man.
To keep it $150, I've been staying out the loop. I've been staying out of date purposely, just to enjoy my T-shares and enjoy knowing Hex is a code that's on lockdown. And all honestly, what's funny, this is hilarious. My Twitter account got suspended, quote unquote, permanently back on Thursday. So I couldn't even see what's been going on. I sent my claim to them or whatever. But at the end of the day, I haven't really cared too much because I already got my shit locked down. I already got my T-shares allocation up to where I wanted it to be. Now I'm honestly chilling. All right, got my copies on ETHW, ETH Fair. I'm honestly more so playing around on PulseChain testnet, playing around with some other strategies to make sure I'm all good to go when PulseChain goes live. But honestly, I've just been outside enjoying life. I was just out on a little getaway this past weekend, out to the countryside, enjoy some good weather, good vibes over there. And honestly, like I said, I just been staying out the way, like not caring about crypto because we're in the bottom of the bear market. I got all my stakes. I'm getting way more Hex today than I was last year. So the price going to do what I was going to do. And when it goes back up to even half all-time highs, I'm going to be sitting pretty over here.
I like your model, man. I like it. I like that you're taking it simple. I like that you're taking advantage of it. I want to burst your bubble. It's winter. Winter is coming. It's very important for everyone to get involved. Everyone to get you need to find Tap some time, more time. I know you have time. I know you do, bro. You're gonna have to find more time this winter because it's very important. This winter, you gotta lock it in. You gotta lock it in, stay up to date, so like that next summer you could do the same shit again. Enjoy yourself and calm down. Right now, winter, I could tell you for a fact, behind the scenes, a lot's gonna happen. We're gonna have a lot of tools to provide to you guys. We're gonna do a lot of content in order to help you guys stay busy. We're gonna want you to stay inside your house, not spend your money. We're gonna force you to not go out. We're gonna force you not to go clean the snow in your driveway. You're not gonna be able to open your doors. You're not gonna want to go in your car. It's gonna be too cold. We're gonna tell you to buy some comfortable pajamas, and you're gonna sit your ass and you're gonna learn, because this is important. And right now, this is the do or die session. Do or die. I really think right now is do or die. Like this, like, bro, it is right now. Like, you got to place yourself very, very carefully, because shit's going down. I don't care how. I don't think this is the bottom. I really don't. It doesn't feel like it. And there's the miners coming, man. They're coming. So get ready. You gotta learn. We're gonna have a long way to go soon. I know Alan feels it.
Yep.
I know Rome has no fucking clue what we're saying.
What happens if FTX goes down?
Well, who the
We
fuck
still
cares?
need-
It's like nothing. But you have to understand, the only exchange you don't want to go down is Binance. Binance lends money to everyone. Binance has more volume than number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 numbered exchanges put together. You think they don't, but they do. They make the numbers, because what if you're lending the money to everyone to get those numbers, you're making those numbers. So Binance is the biggest. What was that?
Probably a fake RH.
Oh my god, that scared the fuck out of me. I was like, who the fuck is that? Is Hex ever gonna pump? I don't know, man. I don't think it needs to, because if you need Hex to pump, you're not in this ecosystem probably, because we're up and the coin's down. I have never made profit off of Hex, but yet I'm in profit. This portfolio at this Hexakin RH portfolio is in profit, but my Hex has not made me money. Explain to me this phenomenon. Explain to me this fucking phenomenon, please.
I was gonna ask you, did you get all those Texan token stakes?
I claim
too?
some of it. You gotta understand, I don't claim everything. I don't claim everything because there's certain wallets that are very important, and you don't risk that. It's not worth the risk, right? It's good to get it. You could just buy it. For certain wallets, man, just buy it for what it's worth. Like the PP token. Like, why would you claim $10 out of if you have a wallet with 10,000? Just go buy it. It's $10. Buy it. Who the fuck cares? Probably gonna cost you half the gas anyways. So just buy it. You know thanks, Cowboy. That means a lot.
Yeah.
Go.
So yeah, you were saying position yourself well, and that's on the micro. On the macro scale, I think this is going to be the last great bull run that we're really going to see, where we see these 10,000 plus X's on all these meme coins. Because even the meme coin is basically, the last run we had, that was pretty much the end of that. Now with all these tokens that are launching that are meme coins, they have to build something with some substance. Before, you could just be like, oh, here's a dog, here's a cat. That show's over. It's gone. They're going to be, a few exceptions here and there. They'll run and they'll just die, but nothing like SHIB, nothing like Doge. Pick any other one, and I think that's that. And I think this is going to be the last great bull run, because so many of the projects that are being built right now throughout the ecosystem on so many layer ones, plus PulseChain, which I think is going to lead true DeFi, regardless of what people think of it. It's just going to happen because it will stay true to the notion of cryptocurrencies. I don't see anything like this happening again after that. And I think everything stabilizes. I think the gains are going to be limp. I think they're going to be, 100%, 200%. People will be happy with that. And it's going to, at some point, mimic the legacy market to some degree, as the legacy market itself starts to die, because the dollar starts to die. It's already dead, but they're propping it up. So I think not only do you need to prop yourself really, really carefully right now with what you're putting in and how much you're doing it and your timing, but also it's going to affect the macro, because once this train leaves, good luck finding another train that's going to do that. And what people don't understand about Hex is that it's built for that slow growth market. And that's when Hex is going to shine, because it's going to outshine everything else, where they're used to getting 3,000, 4,000% pumps. They're no longer getting that. But what's going up steadily, and you have people locking it up, so they have confidence that for 15 years there's going to be someone out there that still way ahead of you. You can go ahead and front run it by 7 years, 8 years, and you're still going to probably be okay, and give you some confidence in that. And I think that's where Hex is truly going to shine. So, you know, everybody do your research. That's just my opinion on it. I think this is the last great pump before you get the CBDCs that are going to be official. Getting crypto out of, you know, the United States in general, if they want to do that, or heavily penalize it with taxes. And people are going to have a decision to make, I think, pretty soon. In the next 2 to 3 months, it's going to be very apparent what that choice needs to be. And those who are brave enough to make that decision are going to benefit in the next great bull run. And I think that's going to be the last huge pump that we're going to see for a long ass time. That, you know, if someone disagrees on that with me, please let me know. But everything's pointing to fiat's dead. It's been dead. And the only thing that really gives you that opportunity to get out of your day-to-day thing, you know, having to work 2 jobs or anything like that, is going to be this next big ass run that we're going to have. It's going to be huge. And they're going to try to stop it as much as they can, and people are going to get shaken out on the way. But those who stay true to it, I think, are going to benefit greatly for generations.
I agree.
They're scared. They don't want you to have power. They don't. I mean, what's freedom really? If you don't have money, can you go anywhere? No. You want to go somewhere, you need money. You ain't got it. They're the ones that hold it. They provide everything for you.
I think it was always like that, though. I think
it was, but
I think people are just like, like, I think we live such a good life that we forget that that we're probably the luckiest humans alive to be where we're at right now, education wise, medically, you know, historically. I think fucking any position that we're in right now, we're for our wealth, our family, like this is the change. Like technology has made it so like that in the last 100 years, you are the wave of technology, you make the money, like you are the money for the next type of generations. And like and like you said, this is the time where people need to strap their fucking head down. Right. I like that you said that. I was thinking on the micro side, because the macro side of things is like, yeah, okay, cool. But like, how much macro can you actually affect? The macro is like, this is forever. Like this, you got to understand, start it now, get the good habits, build on your health. You know, like Tap was saying, like, you know, I've been focusing on me, because that is important. He's focusing on himself. When you focus on yourself, you know, you're focusing on the opportunity to like take care of yourself and have more fucking days in Hex. And like you said, on the macro level, the micro is kind of where we start at. And that's why I like to not dumb it down, because on the macro and the micro, if you understand the micro of things, you're getting it to a point where it's like, okay, I understand why Bitcoin is Bitcoin. I understand why ETH is ETH, and I understand why Hex is Hex. When you understand that what like you said, macro wise, please correct me if I'm wrong, but macro wise, I feel like Hex is saving its aspect of DeFi, where I think people copied Hex when it comes to DeFi. You know, the whole rewards inflation mechanism, it came from somewhere, and it could have been Hex. It could have been something else. It could have been it could have been Bitcoin. You know, there's a lot of ways that people in the macro have to understand that like inflation is not going nowhere, rewards is not going nowhere, you putting in money to do something is not going nowhere. I find that that's the macro, where it's like, okay, everyone has to put their money in this. Micro is, what are you going to do with your money? And correct me if I'm wrong, that's how I see it, because I'm like, right now is the time where, like you said, like the most important time where it's like you'll never see this again, and later on you're going to look at it like, holy shit. Like imagine you had the chance to buy Bitcoin at $1, but you never would have bought Bitcoin at $1. It was the stupidest thing to do. It was the stupidest thing to do at the time. Like, why the fuck are you buying this? A smart person would not have bought Bitcoin. A degenerate would have, in my opinion, unless you are smarter than the Bitcoin because you understand it. That's different. But when you look at Bitcoin and you're a smart person, you would never have bought it. You would have been a degenerate. But it only takes people that are smarter than the coin to understand, like, yeah, you need this right now. And we're trying to make people smarter than the coin, even though it's very hard to be smarter than Hex. But how many times do I say this, Romanian Dan? We cannot dumb it down. Don't take it. Be the best you could be. Hex, it's like, look at Richard. Look at your fucking one of your main influencers. But that guy tells people to go fuck themselves every fucking day and say, no, you're fucking wrong. Shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about. Listen to me. I make money. I spend money. You don't fucking do shit. You're having me on right now. Listen, okay? Shut the fuck up. And we have that, but yet everyone's complaining that he's being honest. Like, you got a fucking boss ass motherfucker who knows what the fuck he's doing. It's like, appreciate it. Understand that you're literally gonna change your fucking life. And if you don't believe it, look at the last 10 years of people that have been in crypto for the last 10 years. Everyone who's been in here for 10 years, their lives are changed 110%. And you hear the way they talk, it's like, man, fuck this shit. What? Like, it's the same way how I do it. I know I'm very unorthodox and very unprofessional about things, but it's like, why do I have to be professional? This is crypto. Like, no one gives a fuck. There is no customer service. Fuck you, bro. You get rugged means more money for me. Should be appreciative that all of us are here taking the time, because like Bitcoin days, ain't nobody helping you. Give me your money, bitch. That's it. That's how it was. And now we're like, now it's fucking just look at Richard. The guy's fucking billionaire, and he used to take 2 to 3 hours to answer some fucking random Indian guy's question in the middle of nowhere. Some broke pleb, some guy who probably
speak English.
You know what I mean? But that's fucking awesome, bro. Like, dude, people, do you understand this? Like,
That's the real deal right there.
When was
man.
the last time you gave like 4 or 5 fries to a fucking homeless guy because he's starving? When? Like, most people don't do that. Most people don't take the time to say, okay, let me help. Let me be a good positive externality. No. People in crypto are like, gimme. When moon, sir. When launch, sir. When launch, sir. And the people that have bought an ICO, right? 2017, people that bought a coin at the beginning are like, dude, we got a test net. Dude, we got projects launching on already because they can copy no matter what. And we already have them, and we're getting them for free. And we have them already. And we have a test net, and there's going to be another test net. And we were able to go test this all shit out and allow other people to come in and build.
Yeah, that pressure's building up,
man.
Like, that's when people say, like, oh, when PulseChain hasn't launched yet. I'm looking at them like, bro, are you in crypto? Like, do you understand what's happening? Like, we got a test net, motherfucker. That doesn't mean nothing. It's a test net. It's not valuable. How is it not valuable? Go look at Cardano. You know why Cardano's not doing shit? Because their test net is fucking horrible. Horrible. Who the fuck wants to try something on it? No one. Go look at all these test nets. It's horrible. Why do you think ETH has such broken fucking bridges that are attached to other things? Because no one can practice. No one's. What are you going to use, Joel? Are you going to use WinkyB? What are you going to use? And then what? You're going to go on Binance and use their testnet, the Binance Smart Chain testnet, where you're going to get fucking butt fucked in the back by CZ? Like, bro, come on. Fuck you mean? You're going to go on Avex and have all these fucking VC motherfuckers that have their hands in their pants waiting to come on you? Or Solana, which is broken? Like a grandmother with no teeth trying to bite out a piece of filet mignon? Like, come on, bro. The fuck you mean, man?
Everybody loves a gummer.
I'm crying.
Oh man, like Alan, like I could talk so much shit, and I promised I wouldn't rant. So go ahead and please just say something. I can't. I'm gonna lose it on these people. I can't. I love them so much where it's like I don't want to hear one more person tell me to dumb it down because I'm gonna get pissed. I'm gonna be like, bro.
What do they want you to dumb down? You just gotta tell them how it is, and if they get it, they get it. If they don't, they gotta listen to it over and over again until they get it. I mean, it is what it is. What can you really dumb down? Like, explain something that's super hard in a easier way for them. Like,
you know what I mean?
You just gotta practice. At the end of the day, you gotta go practice. You gotta try everything yourself.
100%, bro.
Yeah, grab a
You're
pillow.
not gonna get
Practice
it
on that.
if someone,
My little 2 cents on that is I get famous frustrations because people keep asking you to dumb it down. My thinking is that people want you to tell them that, oh, it's just this and that, when it's not this and that. It's a whole deeper thing you have to get into. There is no 30-second summary I can just give you and now, oh, you understand Hex. Oh, you understand crypto. I'm over a year into this, and I tell people clearly, I still don't know nothing. I know way more than I know last year, but I still know nothing. There's a lot more I can dig into, but I stay where I'm at and I dig deeper where I'm at. If people are welcoming to educate themselves and to sit down and watch Richard Hart for 4 hours, watch Wales Only for 3 hours or whatever, if they're willing to do that, they're good. But if they keep asking, oh, dumb it down, they're just looking for the easy way out.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, there's a lot of people who just want that easy way out. Even in crypto, it's kind of true. It's an easy way out over here. No, you still have to work for it.
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, you know what I loved about this community when I first came in? 3-hour videos. I was sick and tired of watching the clickbait 10-minute. Here's the chart. It's gonna moon. The CEO said, that pizzas were brown and therefore it's gonna be a great year. And then that's it, and everything moons. Like, I was tired of that. Tired of it. Then I came in and it was substance. There was math behind it. There were stories behind it. And then you get a kick-ass fucking founder that knows pretty much everything that you can ever really imagine. It tells you how to tie your shoes, how to put a bidet on the toilet, how to, he's got 2 books for free. I mean, I know that all that stuff is the things that people are like, oh, that's BS, but I don't see anybody else doing it. And the thing is that it's all free. You don't have to take it. And that means if you don't take it, that you don't want it. People want to pay paid groups $100, $200, $300, whatever it is, because they think that's where the actual value is, and it's not. The actual value is you paying attention and recognizing that you have real information in front of you that it's going to educate things that you don't know about, and you take your time. That's where the value is, your time. And it's my thinking that is one thing I was thinking. Time is truth. With time, with enough time, I'm going to find out pretty much as much truth as I can within that time frame. Whether it's good, whether it's bad, whether it's mediocre, it doesn't matter. I'm going to find out, no matter what it is, any claim that I make or any claims that you make, over time, it's going to reveal itself. And if I'm studying in the meantime, I can fast forward that process too. You're like, you know what he said is actually BS. I'm going to save my time and call it out right then and there. And maybe that person learns too. It's like, yeah, I was actually wrong. And they fix that. But yeah, people just need to understand that the value of time, and they need to value themselves too. They don't understand that we have limited time on this earth. There's only so much you can do. When you're 20, you don't feel like you're going to die. You get to 30, you're like, oh shit, things are getting real. Get to 40, your body starts to ache. You're like, damn it, I got to think about retirement in about 20, 30 years. And then by the time you figure it out, or you're at 60, all these things happen to you and you haven't done anything. You were relying on other people's information that was probably wrong. And all that time you could have been studying, figuring out whether they're right or wrong, and coming up with your own thesis of life and how you wanted to figure out your financial future and how to make it better. So, but people need to understand the power of time, the value that it actually has. But if they don't do that, I think they're going to be lost. They're going to be, they're going to watch videos. They're not going to understand them. They're going to be in the chats and be like, yeah, pump it, agreeing with everybody. And it's something that's really funny is I was watching Finbear with Thoughtchild, and he goes, I get nervous when I agree with everyone in the room. And you got to disagree with you got to question yourself, why am I agreeing with everybody in here? I take back a lot of the times I go back, I'm like, shit, why was I okay with everything they said? You really have to study yourself too, and be true to yourself. You can lie to yourself. I'm like, yep, I'm fine. I'm good at my thing that I'm doing is great. But if you keep it that way and you don't change, you don't pivot, and you don't learn, you're going to get stuck like that forever. And you're going to blame other people. Like, well, you told me to do that. Famous said that I can do this with blah, blah, blah. But if you don't question it, and you don't understand why it is that he's telling you to do that, and you don't actually see the results, then you're going to fuck up.
You're just going to follow it blindly. You're just going to follow it blindly. And I hate when people do that. It's like Rome does this to me. I hate it. And I tell him, he goes, yo, I got $50. What'd I do with it?
But then I don't even listen.
and then but I know he's not going to listen to me, but it's the fact that he knows what to do with it, but it's confirmation. He wants the reassurance. And in my head, I was like, just buy Hex, but then just buy HEDRON. but you could buy ICOSA. And then he's just looking at me like, but which one do I buy? And I'm like, well, you could buy whichever one you want. You know what I mean? It's up to you. What do you want? What do you don't have? You know? And I feel like it's this habit that, don't get me wrong, Rome. It's a habit where it's like, you wouldn't answer that for someone because you're like, yo, listen, it's not up to me. I'm not the guy who does this. I'm more like, you could like, this is what I know about it. I've done my research, but you know, don't take my word for it. That's why you're asking me, is because you would not answer it for someone. But if you would answer it for someone, then if you were asking it to me, is you need reassurance, because I was right a couple of times. I was right. But you got to look at it. I've been trying to teach you how to make those decisions for yourself. When you look at the externalities, I've mentioned so many things in these last 3-4 months that it keeps happening. Next step is happening. The miners is going to happen. They have to happen. They had a badass fucking year. Hash rate was at its highest. So think about it. When you're not making money, but you're keeping your machines on, what does that tell you? That means that one day you're going to take that money and you know it's going to be worth more than what it is now. And it's coming. That shit's pumping. It hasn't passed that 22, that 23. It's still it didn't pass the 21. That's hard, bro. If it does not pass that 23 or that, remember that what I was telling you about the 2s, the 4s, the 6s, the 8s, and all that shit? It still hasn't passed it. So it's going to go back down. And right now, half a dump, right? The last 4 dumps went halfway. 9 to 4.5 thousand, 6 to 3. And then it went the same thing, 20 to fucking 11. The same fucking shit happens every fucking time. It's going to happen. Now it's going to go from 20 and it's going to go back to 11, 12, maybe 14 if we're lucky. Maybe. But it's going to, I think it's going to happen. If it doesn't happen, well, you know what? Everyone made money. I don't give a shit. I was wrong. Shit, you made money. I was wrong. I'm happy that I was wrong. I'd rather be wrong about that than for you to go ahead and say, buy it right now that the bottom's in. The bottom's in. Right now, last week, if I would have said that, like every other dumbass said, look how stupid they look now. How stupid did they look? Someone should bought it for 1.8. You dumb motherfucker, huh? You dumb motherfuckers that said, oh, the bottom was in. You dumb motherfuckers, man. I just blows me sometimes how it's just plain white in your face. Plain fucking white in your face. And these guys, and I'm gonna let's answer a question. So there was a question, and I'll make Alan answer the question. So is this gonna be like an ICOSA big payday? What's happening right now with ICOSA? Where is it? Where's the I have to scroll. Give me a second.
Who asked it?
It was Hopperman said, so ICOSA peg, ? Big payday for a staked ICOSA?
Yeah.
Complicated, please.
Stake your ICOSA, and then you get more HEDRON from whatever's burnt.
Yeah, I mean, it should be, right? November 13th and 14th, 15th. I don't see any other bigger payday in the future.
It's going to continue.
That was the start.
That's the start. No, it's going to continue because people like Famous, people like me are going to make HSIs, and there's going to be an arbitrage somewhere, and those things are going to go to auction, and not maybe, I don't have 90 billion HEDRON laying around, and maybe I can't get my stake back, and maybe somebody else gets it, and it's just perpetually going to keep happening. And this is just a start. So people were saying at the beginning of HEDRON, like, oh, whatever, it's the dump. You're going to dump it, right? Then it turned into, oh, well, now, we can do stuff with it. It's got this ICOSA stuff now. And those big whales got burned. And now people are like, somebody in the chat said earlier, was like, oh, well, the yield or whatever for staking ICOSA is poo-poo. I was like, well, better than just letting it sit there liquid, right? It blows my mind. It blows my mind that people are getting a lot of stuff for free, arbitrage opportunities where you can actually make money, and they're not willing to actually go and do the work and figure out how to actually do that. And we got Famous here breaking it down as easy as possible. And you got what was it, Sloth breaking it down easy as possible. And you had Cryptographics do it. And then you had Silver the Antidote do it. I mean, and then you got GRC pumping the living crap out of it on his streams. and telling people, yo, do this. Not financial advice. Do this though. It's worked out for me. The math is there. And people still don't understand that. Just do it. Literally just do it. The Nike thing, just do it. Just do the thing that you got for free. Like, do it. What are you going to do? Just sit there, wait for it to pump, and let other people make money in between. And then whatever they gained in yield in that entire time, not only is their original bag going to pump, but that extra difference that they made is also going to pump along with everything else. Like, yeah, I can see why Wales gets mad. I got it. It's just, you know what to do. You're being told what to do with the system, not go buy it, but you know how the thing works and you're still not doing it. And then, not to shut on you, Dan, but then you need confirmation. You know what I mean? I get that. That's human nature. We want someone else to confirm, hey, am I being stupid here? It's like, okay, no, I'll reach out to certain people too. It's like, hey, you know, I saw this, and this, and like, yep, that looks right. Great. Thanks for confirming the math. And then I can go ahead and use that how I want to implement it. But people want everything handed to them. So yes, to answer the question, yes, it'll be a big payday, and no, that's not the end of it. It's going to perpetually keep happening throughout the time. So if you have a long-term view on it, just keep it all staked, or maybe take whatever you got in yield at some point. Once you get 100% yield back on your original. So if you put 1,000 ICOSA, now you got 1,000 ICOSA in yield, and the stake. Put whatever you want to keep. Take your ICOSA, maybe take 500 ICOSA and go buy yourself some more hex and put an HSI and get more ICOSA, and then put the rest in there again, and it's locked up for 360 days, whatever it is. Get more of it if you have a long-term view on it. Otherwise, take it out. Do whatever you want with it. Hold it liquid so you can dump it in the market and eat slippage on the way out. That's fine. Go ahead and do that. That way, all the LP providers can go ahead and take your money too. Go ahead. Do it. I'll take your money. That's fine.
Yeah, dude, give it to me, man.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Thanks, guys.
Of course.
Appreciate it.
Especially when you're LP providing with 2 coins that you want. It's like, nah, just give me one you don't want. That's perfect.
Yo, right. Dude, at the beginning, Maxi and Hex, LP parent, beautiful. There's 2 assets that I want.
Exactly. But even anything, in my opinion, anything right now that's paired to Hex, it's like, okay, well, unless it's like one of those tokens. But if you're looking at Hedron, Team, you're looking at ICOSA, either or, you're good. Either or, you get one or the other. You're getting always the other one, no matter what. Okay, get more ICOSA. Okay, cool. You'll get more of it.
Yeah, just give me your money. That's fine.
And
Cool.
yeah, Hextasy, the new camera. I'm at my parents'. I'm actually back in Canada. That's why I'm actually awake. The camera is actually fucking good. Check this out. I could switch the lens. I could do like a bunch of things where I put the camera on. I can actually even I could technically add up to 4 screens, so I could add my phone. So when I'm gonna be doing certain certain videos, we're gonna have integrated other, you can be able to see all kinds of stuff while I'm doing it, and we're gonna be doing the spaces live also. But it's not my setup, it's my dad's. I helped him set it up. He's getting into YouTubing because of what I do. I'm currently in Canada. I came back just for family members' birthdays and stuff. So I said, fuck it. What camera is it? I have no fucking clue. It's a Sony Alpha 7 or Sony. One of them is a Sony. No, they're both Sonys. Both Sonys. This one, I think I can see it as like a 55 millimeter thing. Can I actually show you guys? I don't know. Hold up. Let me show you the middle camera. The middle camera is this. Hold up. Let me show you. Actually, you know what? I could probably do it like this. Give me a second. I'll figure it out. Give me a second. Oh, we'll use the phone in the meantime. But there was also another question. Who had the question? I wouldn't mind a limit fill. No, that wasn't the question. There was a question before that.
I see it. Hex Hodl.
I think it's Hex Hodl.
Yeah, stop smoking weed, bro. That way you're not hungry no more. Let's see. Wouldn't mind a limit fill on Hex at just over a penny. Is that the one?
It's nice to see Famous with good internet. Actually, my internet sucks, man. You don't understand. I'm even in the basement. Now we had to call because I can't actually run constant bit rate, or else I would have been streaming already. But yeah, fucking
Yeah,
internet. Trust
yeah.
me.
No, my internet's been dropping. I'm supposed to have a gig of speed, and I barely hit half. It's bad, and I'm hardwired too.
That's a lot. I'm getting like upload like 4 megabytes, 5 megabytes. Like I can't run constant bit rate for the stream. But yeah, the cameras are they're fucking good. They're like 4K cameras. My dad went hard on this shit. He went really
awesome.
hard on this. Yeah. I'm very lucky, very blessed. So I might as well do all the fucking content I can now, right? That's all I'm doing now. So we're preparing it.
Yeah, they're gonna take your internet speed away pretty soon too.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah, I'm getting 160 megabytes right now, upload speed. Yeah, but I'm used to getting like 700.
So we got the Shure mic here. We'll show you guys again. Pop it up then, just to show people. So we got the Shure mic. Then we got my PCs with the extra stream. We got extra, but this is the camera. I think it's the Sony. It has like the Alpha on it, but that's one of them. And then this is the big, this is the big bag boy. I don't know what they're called, but that's it. And then I have this like little thing and setup. So yeah, if you guys like that,
That's dope.
we'll be getting new cameras, and yeah, hopefully we have some plans. I want to say it so bad, but I just can't. I promised I can't. But a lot of shit's going down, guys. I'm very excited, and I'll be honored to help you guys even more than what I am now. I just got off twerk. Yeah, let's go. Get off the twerking, baby.
Yo, boys, I gotta run. I appreciate you guys having me on though.
It was a pleasure. Thank
Yeah,
you.
no, Famous, you're awesome. Tap, you're too quiet. Dan, stop asking Famous for advice. You know what to do.
Tell him, bro, please.
For real, dude.
And he never listens. That's the best part. I have to start using reverse psychology on him.
That's like that. What was that? That Friends meme when Joey's trying to learn French. I don't know if you guys seen that before. When Phoebe's trying to teach
He's
Joey.
like, blah, blah,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like, do this. Okay. Do that. Okay. Say it at the end. Does something completely different.
It's so true. It's such a blah, blah, blah. It's so
That's
true.
too funny. Yeah.
All right, boys. Have a good one. Enjoy.
You
Thank
too,
you.
man. Thank you.
It was a
Stay
pleasure.
safe, bro.
Be good.
Oh man, that was fucking awesome. Yo, shuts out to Alan. Go check him out, guys. I think it's the same. Yeah, it is the same username on Twitter. No.
I don't know. I'll post his Twitter though in the chat. 1 second.
Post it up. Check that out. Guys, go also like and retweet my my pole dancing skills today. I was at a friend's house and she had a pole in there, so I was like, oh, let me do a Richard Hart move. Let me post that shit. We'll see what
Please send that on the Telegram so I can see it. I have not
Oh,
seen that.
I'll tag you in it. Hold up. Give me a second. I'll tag you right now in it.
You won't be able to tag me. My account got suspended.
For what? You too? What did you put? Tits are also on your fucking profile. What did you do?
My thing been suspended since Thursday, bro.
For what? What did you do? Did some girl send you something?
I don't even know. It said I got suspended for using vulgar language.
Wow. Vulgar language. But how do you get suspended and I don't? I don't understand. I've never gone on one strike. I tell people to go fuck their mothers. I'm telling people to go fucking jump off a cliff and shit. I'm like saying the most fucked up shit and nothing ever happens to my account. I'm actually freaking out. I don't understand. Like I literally blatantly in chat, you see like the fucking captions. I tell people to go fuck themselves. And there's stories like you.
Yes.
And there's stories like you, like, oh, I'm being mean to people. I'm just like, what? How? That's so unfair. But don't snitch me. But like, it's so unfair.
So like, it wasn't even me being mean. I was cracking jokes on the thread, and I had the N-word in my tweet. So, that's the picture. That's hilarious.
Yeah, I have to show you the video. Send him the video. That's funny, man.
Yeah, I'll pull it up.
But the thing turns too. It's not like just the pole. The pole turns. Did you know that?
Oh wow!
It was professional ass shit, bro. I was like, obviously, I saw better than what I could do, but I was just like, whoa, this is fun. Let me try this out. and I tried it, and I was like, yo, I gotta take a video of this. Yo, I gotta post this. Fuck that.
That's
And
crazy.
so famous. What's the story with the studio? So basically, my dad does a bunch of shit, and he likes to like collect stuff, and yeah, he's into pens, and he's into like cameras, and after my setup of how I had shit at my house, and I left to go to Europe, I gave him like half my equipment. So he took it and he tried to do stuff with it, and then he got all mad and he was like, yo, your equipment sucks. Because I'm a very like cheap guy when it comes to equipment. I try tape this, tape that, bro. I'm my grandmother's grandson, you know what I mean? I was raised like that. And he just said, yo, fuck this. I don't know why you're taking all this different type of clamps and doing your own customized stuff. He's like, I'm buying all this shit. So he bought everything, and he's just, by buying more and more things in the camera industry, you understand that you just need more and more and more things. So this guy just created a whole fucking studio. So now I was like, oh, okay, I gotta come back for my mom's birthday. No, let me come back earlier and start like doing more content. So now the content is good because I only had a Logitech camera in Europe. I still didn't get my house and shit. So until I get my own studio or redo my own room for my studio, for now, I think for the next month and a half, I'm just going to be going ham on this. So get ready for some crazy ass content. We're going to be doing that stuff. Wow, cool, Dad. Honestly, yeah, my dad's fucking awesome, man. I'm very lucky to have the parents I have. I'm very lucky. So I got to give back. You know, when you're lucky like this, you gotta do something for people, man. You gotta, you know, I love to say this, and I'm very proud of this. So I'm basically the dream of everyone wants, right? Everyone wants a kid that's raised properly, that's raised with a lot of stuff, that's given a wonderful life, even though maybe you didn't have it, right? So like, I'm the dream. Like what you see here, I'm what you want. Like you want to provide this for your kids. You want to have your kids stay home. Like you, although sometimes people don't get it, like I'm happy to have this. Like, yeah, I have a fucking silver spoon in my fucking mouth. I was raised with that. You have a problem with it? I did something with it, right? Like, what are you gonna do with it? You think you're just gonna get rich and you're gonna give your kids shit and they're gonna grow up poor? That's not how it works, bro. You know, you life deals you lemons, you make lemonade. That's it. Now I'm blessed, so I gotta bless people, and that's what I try to do with people in the chat. I know I'm not like a Dalai Lama bullshit, but like at the same time, it's like I could be doing other things, but I'd rather stay here with you guys as Hexicans. I could have spent my, you know, my 3-4 weeks here in Canada to go chill with friends, and just no, I'd rather be with you guys. At the stream. We have all this stuff to do. Let's do it. We have the websites. We got cryptotolearn.com, like in the name right here. And right here, go check that out. If you ever have questions on onboarding with a mobile device, we're going to be adding a lot of stuff to hexlearn.com also. We're going to be doing a, it's not for sure, but I've been speaking to Walrus about it, and he actually posted it on Twitter where he actually likes Discord. So there's going to be, and I'm going to try and create a very private Discord. And what I mean by private, it's a premium. So it's going to be a premium for those who are interactive and give us their attention on Twitter or Telegram. So it's going to be more specific to those who are always there. So we're not going to allow random fucking people to just come in and infest it. It's going to be for those that are always there, always trying to provide, always wanting to learn. It's going to be a premium. It's going to be like, hey, you don't have to pay us for this. You just got to pay us with your attention. If you paid already attention, then you're going to be able to get this. And me and Walrus were talking about it, and we want to get a couple of other well-respected members of the community, you know, to create this this good place environment for people to be there, where we could have, you know, video chats. You can have multiple chats. So like, although the Twitter spaces are cool, I like it, but imagine having 4 chats going on at the same time. One about, you know, one about ratio trading, one about Hex, one about Hedron, and then you could just flip through it. But you're in the same program. You're with people. You have chats. You have documents. You have embedded videos. You have, you know, bigger audiences. So instead of 12 speakers, we could put, I think, up to 30. So we can have bigger rooms and do bigger things. And I don't want random fucking people that don't deserve my fucking alpha or other people's alpha, like Walrus. Like that guy's awesome, right? And there's other people in the community that some people don't deserve their alpha. They don't deserve their time. Like, I'm sorry, you just don't. You don't do fuck all. You come in and you expect something. Like, you'll suck my dick, bitch. I don't give a fuck. I don't owe you shit. I'm doing it for those who paid me attention. They gave me something. Now I gotta give back, right? And that's how we feel. And at the same time, too, remember what happened a couple of days ago with all those when all the people came in, all the members. How many people were we in the chats? Like hundreds of people. That was awesome. That was just perfect to see. So if we do this now and we can try to build it, because Telegram is a world, Twitter is a world. What I realized is, because now we're on Twitter, we cut. Yeah, suck the day. Yeah. Because we created Twitter and we made Twitter so well that now it took away from Telegram. And then if Telegram does so well, you have to get away from Twitter to get on Telegram. And I hate that, because it's like it's like you have to get out of the ecosystem. So what do you do to keep people from that ecosystem? Well, it's like provide a premium to people in that ecosystem, where it's like, okay, Discord is not replacing your ecosystem, Telegram or Twitter. It's a premium. Like you want more. You find that it's too centralized, because like at the same time too, one of the biggest problems we're going to face is centralization. How do we run this and not make it so like that you guys feel like we're shitty admins? So it's simple. You don't deserve to be there. You're getting kicked straight up. You're too intelligent and you're not providing information. You're getting kicked. You're too dumb and you don't learn. You're getting kicked. You expect something from me, you're getting blocked and kicked. You understand that? Like, that's how I want to run this. Like, this is decentralization. I give you what you think you're gonna get. That's it. Not what you want, what you think you're gonna get. You're gonna get a bunch of hexagons that are smart in the same place. So what can you do with that? And if you don't want to do it, and if you don't want to help, you ain't gonna be part of it. It's as simple as that. It's not gonna be a hex official chat. It's not gonna be a pulse chain official chat. It's gonna be the hexagon chat. It's gonna be like a hexagon mall. You want to walk in, oh, you got this. Oh, you got the ratio training. You got all the documents you need. You got a chat going on right now that's talking about fucking, I don't want to say it, but, like liquid loans. And they're talking about something, or they're talking about HEDRON. They're talking about the stakes. And there's going to be multiple chats that allows you to stay within our ecosystem. And I feel like that's important, because people expect too much nowadays. It's like, fuck off. Like, fuck you. Like, just calm down, especially with the Richard thing, man. Yo, I laugh, bro. I'm like, yo, man, this guy literally just like, and then people are like, no, Richard doesn't do anything. We're the ones paying. Dude, he paid $4.2 million to have worldwide press. What did you do? Yeah, okay, he owns the diamond. I don't give a shit. What did you do?
Retweeted it.
Exactly. $4.2 million got worldwide press. Cost less than a Super Bowl, I think.
Yep.
Fuck.
How much money did we put up for the NASCAR thing? How much was all that?
That was like
600K.
That was 600K, but that was one time. It's done. But yeah, that 600, 700K, or maybe actually I think it was $1 million. It ended up now we're in a video game.
Yep.
So yes, okay. The we didn't make it to the fucking race. We didn't make it, or we didn't win. But now every day someone could see the hex car. Now every day someone could play with it and be part of the hex community by just racing the car. We could fucking go buy the game and race the car. That's fucking cool. That's dope, bro. That's like, whoa, that's awesome. You know what I mean? So that brings stuff. But now for $4.2 million, got worldwide coverage, press coverage. Bro, that's insane. This guy's doing so much for us. And yet everyone's expecting shit from him, especially when's Pulse Chain launching? Like, bro, shut up, man. What makes a difference? You're going to sell it right away? Usually it takes 700 days. Like,
what's crazy is that literally 4 times a week, we see different hacks, blockchains being shut down, money being taken from the system, and people keep asking, when Pulse Chain? Do y'all not want this shit to be right so we don't become another headline?
They
Like
don't
four,
know.
4 times a week, there's at least like each month there's at least 10 different headlines of someone losing money, someone got hacked, the system went down, blockchain went down, people couldn't sell, people couldn't withdraw their money, and y'all want to rush this shit? Like, relax.
I'll be right back. Give me a second.
The ones that's been complaining are the ones who's never been on testnet. Those are the ones that's complaining. And when I had my account up, I was like retweeting that testnet network setting, just so I can remind people, like, yo, don't forget when a day actually comes out and it's live, we're gonna hear y'all bitch and moan, but you can't say that we ain't trying to help y'all out.
There's a chance we go to V3 by the end of the year, maybe. Hopefully. We'll see what happens.
At this point, PULSECHAIN ain't coming out till 2025 in my head. That's the only way to keep yourself sane.
I was in the spaces yesterday. I said 2024 just as a joke. People were freaking out.
Yeah. Yeah, happy I wasn't in there. I would have told 2030. Fuck it. 2030. Sit back. Go ahead and have a couple kids while you wait.
Yeah, I was not expecting it to take this long, really, but yeah, I'm cool with it. You know what I mean?
Me neither.
Just
Honestly,
waiting.
Honestly, I thought PULSECHAIN would have been out by now. When I first put money into it and all that stuff. But as times went on, we see that they've been trying to update stuff. They communicate with us at least saying, "Hey, we're trying to make this to work, but it's hard. We're trying to make this to work, but it's hard." Like the bridge, didn't the bridge take like half a year for them to figure that out alone?
Yeah, his most recent tweet about PulseChain, I don't know if you saw it, but he stated this in the past that he has 2 teams working on it, Team A, Team B, and whichever one finishes first, they'll roll with that. But yeah, we'll see what happens. You guys saw that? I'm sure you guys did, right?
Yeah, Team A, Team B. I thought it was Team Red and Team Blue. Why he changed the name? It doesn't matter. I just noticed that. I'm like, damn, what happened to Red Team, Blue Team? I like that. But yeah, things are being developed. They're testing stuff out. You're going to see who can make what first, make sure everything's good to go. PulseChain going to be here. It's going to be here. We're not at the bottom of the bear market, so we still got a lot of pain to go through. It's a lot of pain we still got to go through.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what Famous said. We're going to 1.3. He said.
We can go. Right now we can go.
Okay.
Bro, right now we
Let's
can
do
go.
it. I got my limit order, so let's do it.
Yo.
Not at 1.3, though.
It could go. I'm sorry. It could go right now. The way the price is, the way that the system is, the way what can happen, it can go to 1.3.
Yeah, I mean, we saw it go to 1.8.
It hit the 1.8.
Just like that. Yeah.
Remember when it hit the 2.4? I was like, 2.4. Next stop is 1. I know I said it. I know I say it. I love rubbing it in people's faces.
No, you did say 1.8. Yeah, it's crazy that it actually hit just that, but
1.9 filled.
I think it was 1.6, right?
Almost there, man. Whatever. 1.9, 1.8, same shit, bro. I went under 2. I was right. It's gonna go. It's gonna hit. It's gonna hit because it's still. We're not satisfied. Hexicans are not satisfied. I don't feel satisfied. I don't feel like I got enough. It's gonna go lower. People want it lower. People want that 1 cent hex. It's gonna get it. They're gonna get it, and it's right now. It's like that fear. Maybe it's that fear of like the last, come in. Oh, okay. Oh, the fake. Maybe it's the fake dump. And that, I don't know. I'm just saying it doesn't look like it's gonna go up. There's no reason for it to just go up crazy right now. I love Hex and all. I'm DCAing, but I don't see a reason for everyone to just be like, oh yeah, let's go right now. No, I don't see that reason. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things also I want to talk about. Like maybe one of the free alphas I'll give in the chat if we got some people listening. If you want to get onto the Discord, you want to get on Telegram, Number one thing is security. We're gonna really focus on security. So one of the tricks I'm gonna give you guys right away is you should go ahead and get Talkatone, T-A-L Talk A Tone, T-O-N-E. It's an app that you can sign in with Google, any Google email you make, and you could get yourself a US number. And that US number, you could go ahead and get Discord, you could go ahead and get WhatsApp, you could go ahead and get all these other profiles without doxing your actual real number, which is very important. You're going to need this. Talkatone, exactly. It's available on Android and it's available on iPhone. I will be making a video on it, but it's still, you know, you got to get onto that so you could come and join. Most of the people that have been messaging in the chat, I see you guys regularly. So Talkatone with an E at the end. Talkatone, T-O-N-E at the end. Yeah, it's an app on iPhone and Android. It's pretty cool. It's free. You don't got to buy minutes. If you're talking, I use it for, you know, my 305 number just to flex on people, but like this is funny. You could get any number you want in the United States. It used to be available in Canada also. I think there's only like 5 area codes that are available for Canada. 438, 647 or some shit like that for the Canadians in the chat. I don't think there's any, but just in case. But if not, you could get yourself an American number. You just need internet to access it. It's pretty cool. Yeah, that you're going to need that for the accounts. We're also going to show you obviously how to create a Discord, how to use the security on Discord. Also, another video I'm going to show is for everyone with treasures. A lot of people are like, well, what do I do? How do I use? What can I do? I'll be doing a video about Tails on how to take a 2 gig USB and how to take that and have you're basically your own little computer within a computer. So how to, you know, go into the BIOS and not load your computer through your hard drive, but load it through the USB, and then you'll have a Tails. Tails is basically an iOS Linux that every time you start it, it is a brand new computer. Nothing saved on it. So when you do whatever you want, download MetaMask, put in your you know, your hardware wallet, connect, do what you got to do your swaps, then you shut off the computer or unplug the USB key, and it deletes everything you did on that session. And it's wonderful because I keep the USB with me on the go. So if I'm on anyone's computer, all I need is my USB key, and all I need is my ledger, and I'm good. Sorry, not ledger, my hardware wallet, my Trezor. I don't really like my ledger that much. My Nano, it sucks. I hate it. It takes too long to do anything with it. The Trezor is pretty chill. I like it. But also for those who are old school, maybe they know, maybe they don't know. For certain wallets that you have to put in your seed phrase, it is good because it doesn't save anything. So even if it's in the clipboard or whatever, you type in your seed phrase, and it deletes it. So at least nothing's on the computer. Now, I'm not saying to use that always, because if you do write in your seed phrase, it's a throwaway. You don't have to. If it's your vault, you should never even access your vault. It's a vault for a reason. If you're using a wallet and you type in the seed phrase, that becomes a throwaway. So you got to move all that shit. And that's how, and we'll make a video about that. And then there's other videos too where I'm going to explain a bit more ratio trading. Not actually trading, but understanding the ratio and understanding like why I say that, you know, certain whales, it's useless to be a whale. Like it's useless. Like obviously it's nice to have 200 million hex, but what are you going to do with that? How liquid are you with that? You know, like someone with 25 million hex could be in a better position than someone with 100 million. Why? Well, because they could get the full value of what it's worth compared to, you know, the other person loses all kinds. Honestly, you know, the classic ratio trading. I'm also going to do multiple videos about like, oh yeah, I don't want to go on forever, but yeah, we're going to be doing that. I just want to tell everyone about Talkatone because I do hear a lot of people saying, you know, phone number, this, that. Go ahead and get that. Get a brand new Talkatone and you're good. What else? You know, there's so much shit, guys. What do we talk about? What should we talk about? It's a good question. I was gonna save everything for the thing, you know. Oh yeah. Also, I'm gonna show people how to use the Etherscan properly. The other night we were looking at. Okay, let's talk about that actually. Last night me and Turtle were looking at a bunch of shit, and I found it. I know everyone knows this, but the OA address in its first 20 wallets that it interacted with. So you can go on the hex deployer address, and you could see that it deployed, you know, the hex contract, and then it sent shit to the OA. right? Because that's what it does. And then the OA goes ahead and sends, funds to certain addresses. And those addresses, if you plug them into hsiwatch.com or you use the custom hex extension on your Chrome or Brave or anyone that you could have an extension, Chrome browser extensions, you could go ahead on gohex.com and follow these addresses. I think, not to be wrong, but I'll say the 21st wallets together had 2 million T-shares. 2 million T-shares out of like the 10 million that it is. So that's 20% of the T-shares are in these wallets. Now, another cool thing about these wallets is if you go look at the end stakes of all these stakes, everything's end of November. Everything. In 2026, 2027, 2028, 2029, 2030, 31, 32, all of them. All of them. December 26th, December 27th, 24th, November. All end of November every year. There's massive stakes coming out. Massive stakes, billions of hex coming out. And then there's other stakes that have this pattern where it's stake, unstake, day 80, and then stake, unstake, big payday. And that's it. And then it took everything it had and sacrificed it to the PulseX sacrifice wallet. So there's a lot of movement that has been done. And I think that the community is really unaware of what the movement of the OA is doing. And what the fuck is up, Thoughts Child? Thanks for tuning in, bro. Awesome. I really appreciate that comment, bro. Thank you so much, man. CryptoToLearn.com is not finished. It's available. So basically, I'll tell you what it is. It's a mobile tool for yourself, right? As an existing Hexagon, to go ahead while you're onboarding someone who is a no coiner or not a Hexagon, or even a Hexagon that's not in the ecosystem. How can you facilitate your onboarding? So that app on your mobile is made for that. So you have all the links, all the documents, all the Word docs available for you at the thing. And it has this concept where it's like the iPod, 3-click. After 3 clicks, you always do something. And it's not meant for someone to be by themselves. You need to guide them through it, and then you show it and you tell them, hey, go ahead and read it. Also, it's available in over 100 languages. So there's no language barrier, even though English is the most important one. So yeah, man, thanks so much thanks so much, bro. I'm trying my best to do as much as possible, and I know I have to edit it, but stay patient and that shit's gonna happen. We're editing it right now. We're doing a lot of moves. Well, we also got whoever's on right now, if you can go ahead on YouTube and Famous TV, famous with a PH TV. That's gonna be my my personal channel where we could go ahead and shoot the shits like we're doing here on the Worst Damn Crypto Show. We're also going to be featured. We also featured on it right now and on Hex to Learn on YouTube. But mostly Famous TV is going to be like for me to unwind and me to show you guys like everything I do, all the videos, all the shorts, all the nonsense that doesn't necessarily have to do with Hex. So anything about crypto, any news about crypto is all going to be there. And we're going to focus Hex to Learn to keep it very strictly just content driven for you guys to provide to someone. Say like, hey, go check this out. This video tells you exactly how to do this, how to do that. And there's no fluff in between. Like they won't go through my videos on Hex to Learn and be like, oh, here we go, another again. I'm going to have to remove all the worst damn crypto shows on it. But we're going to keep that very educational, and we're going to make Famous TV more like, the Worst Damn Crypto Show, which is very inspirational and entertainment also, because it's good to have entertainment, man. I understand why Hexo did what he did, why Hex Joker did what he did. It's good to provide Hexicans with a means of unwinding, put your feet up, get your beer, come have a laugh. But sometimes, Dan, some weeks we got to get serious. And right now it's serious. We got 6 days. This is big. This is big for our ecosystem. People don't realize it. And also, I just love the fact that everyone's bitching. Everyone looks like an idiot. It shows you exactly who knows crypto and who doesn't. Who's a fucking furu, who's not. And there's nothing left for me to say, man. You could tell who's right and who's wrong. I ain't getting subpoenaed. I can promise you that. I ain't getting paid, so they can't subpoena me. I'm chilling. I'm here. We're chilling. Hex users unaffected. Even if the subpoenas come, Hex users unaffected. I'm telling you, Hex users unaffected. All these hacks that are happening unaffected. FTT, Binance unaffected. Everyone's looking at FTT and the liquidity of FTT, which is funny. Because it's like, yeah, okay, got 1 million, 2 million liquidity. But did anyone go check or anyone mention about Binance liquidity, which I've been talking about for the last 2 weeks? $21 on V3. More than 90% of the coins are in Binance exchange wallets. They ain't pegged their coins worth like twice or 3 times the price right now on chain on ETH than it is normally. No one's talking about that. There's censorship occurring on Ethereum. There's all kinds of shit happening, but no one's looking at that. It's funny. Everyone's looking at FTT for no fucking reason. I don't know why. They've been shorting the market like a motherfucker, and they're about to go bankrupt, in my opinion. That's their fucking problem, not mine. I don't use that shit. I don't think you guys should use it either. You guys should figure out a way to change your proof of address and get onto the Binance.com, Binance Pro. Binance is the best. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. You can't get better than Binance, and everyone borrows money from Binance. So Binance is not leaving. It's not going nowhere. But it's weird that they're not on Ethereum. I'm bullish on that for one reason. Because every Hexagon says that we need not every Hexagon. I'm sorry. I always say this, but usually the general narrative about Hexagons is that we say, "Oh, we need ETH. Oh, we need this. Oh, we need to be on ETH. We don't need to be there." Why? Well, look at Binance. Binance is not there. Once you have your own chain and you have your own liquidity, you could laugh at everyone and say, "Fuck you." And that's what we're gonna do with PulseChain. But the best part is that Cake and all these coins that are good on chain can't flourish because everything's paired to Binance. But what we're going to do as a difference, we're going to have PulseX and Hex and PulseChain. So you're going to have a triple parity and triple liquidity and the opportunity to have one of the most liquid pairs. And I think those pairs are going to be all incentivized. Why? Because of the incentive token, which I don't want to get into because I personally think, and I hope that the incentive token is a certain token. And I won't mention it because I hope and I know it's not going to happen. But if it does, yeah, you guys are never
I told you so for 2 years, guys. I told you for 2 years.
I'm gonna tat it.
I was the only one.
It's gonna, bro. I am. I don't give a fuck. I am. But that's why I think it's not gonna happen. Because ain't nobody thinking about it. Ain't nobody want Hex to be the incentive token. Nobody wants it to be. No one. I don't know why. Anyways, it's okay. That's just what I want. Because who wouldn't want to provide liquidity on PulseX and then get Hex? Like I don't even have to single stake it on the DApp, so there's no negative externality of the dumping on the price. It's like go put it on the natively stake it. Okay, cool. And then you could single hand stake your PulseX on the IFO pools that'll occur. Oh, cool. Okay, but that's it. That's just my play. I don't think it's gonna happen, but I hope it does. I hope it does. What's incentive token? What's incentive token? Yeah, the incentive token. I mean the token you'll receive for providing liquidity plus the fees. I hope that incentive token is like is bought back action, like the PulseX buy and burn, and then it ends up buying back Hex, and then it ends up giving it to you as a incentive. So it's actually positive externality for the buying price of Hex. Even if you dump it, it just brings it back to where it was. That's how I see it now. Yeah. Why would it do? Why would I be the only one saying this? And then it happens. I'd be so surprised. But it's okay. If it's not, then it is what it is. I'll sell my incentive token for Hex, and that's just point final, you know. But it would be cool to see that. It would be very good for the ecosystem, I think. You know, I would just love. I would love to ask Richard, but I just don't want him to unfollow me. That's it. But yeah, that's my little rant on that. Oh, so Logan Paul fought Roman Reigns. I don't know I don't know what's going on with the world anymore. I can't believe Logan Paul fought Roman Reigns. Like, I understand Jake Paul, you know, but bro, Bro, Logan Paul fucking fought Mayweather, Roman Reigns. Like, what the fuck? What's next? The Rock?
Roman Reigns is a wrestler, right?
Bro, he's like probably the biggest name right now on UFC, on the world, on WWE.
That
Like,
dude grew up.
it's like the Rock of our generation, of like this generation.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. But am I right or am I wrong? It's the Rock. It's like the Rock. Isn't he one of the most famous? He's like the main guy right now. He's the guy who has, you know, that little short guy that I was with always with. What was that
Rey
guy? That beast?
Mysterio.
No, that beast guy with the sword in the middle of the tat. He was in the UFC.
Oh, Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar. You know his manager, that fat manager. He
Okay,
has him
yeah.
as a manager. So it's like it has to be like some entertainment, whatever. The OA could give out HEDRON to as incentive or party. But why does the OA see Tin Top? That's something I don't understand. Why does the OA have to provide incentive? Like, the OA doesn't have to do anything. The OA could just provide liquidity and make money, right? Now, the OA has a lot of HEDRON. You go look at these addresses, like trillions and trillions of HEDRON. And you know, the DAP has to give out something. It's the reward system. When you look at liquidity providing, you're getting a percentage of something, right? Now, if you were to take that something that you would get originally and just transform it into something, you're creating this extra step that every time something happens, it does it. So like the buy and burn, that is fucking amazing for one, transaction, so you're burning pulse, and then two, you're buying back something and burning it. If you choose to do that, or you could just buy back an asset and create positive externality on the buying price, right? So if you dump it, if you're afraid of people dumping it, well, you bought it. So if you dump it, you just bring it back to where it was. And with the opportunity of the impermanent loss, depending on the ratio, to actually not dump it that much. So bring it back down, but higher than what it was supposed to be, which is fucking positive for the price. But that's just game theory that I go in my head. But there's for sure something. I no one's come up to me and said, no, you can't do it because of this, and brought a good valid point. But at the same time, too, the fact that no big entity has said, yeah, it's probably gonna be that. It makes me think like, I'm wrong. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just overthinking it. You don't think the OA will provide liquidity? So Hex to see the OA is the original asshole. So this guy makes so much money, right? So he's an original asshole, and he's the asshole that makes all the money, and doesn't do anything with it. So he does nothing. You know, he just takes the money, sacrifices it, stakes it, never dumps it. So will the OA provide liquidity? I don't think it should. It could if it wants to, but I don't think it should. The reason why I don't think it should is because of sexfine.xyz, ban that motherfucker right now. Oh, he's on my fucking stream, you cocksucker, motherfucker. How do I go do this?
I'm trying to ban
you fucking girls 10 dot outline. Go suck your mother, bro. Fucking piece of shit. Fuck. How do I do this now? Yeah, man, my shit got. Looks like your embedded link is invalid. Visit the chat, bro. Go fuck yourself, you pieces of shit. Ooh. What's happening? She doesn't want to eat her vegetables.
Oh, my bad. I didn't even realize my mic was on. She's done eating. My bad.
Oh, she's getting to the vegetables. She's like, nah, I don't want that shit. I don't want it.
Her milk's over.
She's pissed that the hex price is down. That's why she's crying.
Yeah, she's like, man, she's like, where's my money? from? Where's my money?
I'm never going to college now.
Shh, don't say that loud, bro. Don't say that loud, bro. Don't say that.
Dad, I told you to stick it instead of trading.
Oh, it's steak for sure. All right, let me grab her.
Oh man. Oh shit. That's funny. So the chat settings. Hold up. Let me refresh this so we get the chat back. Unless the chat is.
And now it's just me. What's up, y'all? I like that one night for one day.
Yeah, okay, I'm back. Yo, Tap, you gotta talk to them, bro. What's the fuck? He's like, it's only me now. Okay, give me a second. Let me fall asleep.
Yo, Ozzy was talking about I had myself on mute, so great.
Bro, you sure your baby is okay? Yeah, go check it.
She's good. She's good. So what's going on? You want to end it? You want to keep going?
Oh man, man, it's 2 hours. You want to end it? We can end it, guys. Go check out at Hex all day right now. Junior Hex is the way. Sean, we got other people in the chat right now. If you want to come on Twitter, we're always live on Twitter. Follow. Oh fuck, there's so many people. But yeah, come on Twitter. Usually we got some big brains in the chat. Got any questions? You can come and we can answer that for you. If you want to, just chill as Hexicans. If you want to talk some shit, you want to do some Bitcoin debates, we get that all the time. Come check out the #1 chat, the only chat out there for Hexicans to be Hexicans. The chat where Richard Hart also said for the first time that he appreciates Hedron. What else? The chat where we did all the MAs at the beginning to get everyone out of their shell. We literally creating a movement. It's not even big, but what the stupid talkatone just told me too many attempts. It blocked me. I'll try again later. It says that sucks. I'm sorry, bro. It should work. I don't know why it didn't work. It's it blocked me. I'll try again later. It says the stupid talkatone just told me too many attempts. Did you try to do the text message and it said that you needed a premium? Oh yeah, that's one thing too. So sometimes it sends you a text message and it says you need to have it as a premium in order to receive that text message. You gotta take the call. So you let the text message or the 2FA, you gotta call and it calls you and then you get the number. So that happens. I think it's for WhatsApp. It does that. And I think Telegram, it does that too. So if you want to use that number, I'll show you guys how to use it. Where's the link to the Discord group? We don't have it yet. We haven't created it. I have to set it up in a private way, but stay tuned for that. We're going to be posting that everywhere. Not just me. There's probably going to be Walrus posting it. There's going to be other big names just for the security aspect, just to get people to be in the right place. There's going to be a lot of people trying to scam people to try and get them in a different one. But if you're active, you come on the Twitter Spaces, you show up to the PulseChain admin on Telegram, and you PulseX or the Hex. We're gonna allow people to come and join, the premium chat where you could come and learn more. It's not for sure. I've been pitching it. I've been trying to get people to get into it because a lot of people want to see and follow as to more than just listen. So we're going to test it out, guys. So please be patient. We're going to come here. We're going to check this out. Thank you so much, CZ. We really appreciate you guys. Do you have Instagram? Yeah, the famous Hexican. I think it's the famous _ Hexican. Hold up. You got to watch out for that because there's a bunch of them. Yeah, so it's the famous THA famous _ Hexican. if you want to follow me. And it's basically this one right here. It's this motherfucker right here, guys. You can go check it out. I'll show you. It's the one like this, where you see me, and you have the picture. The famous. Ah, fuck! You can't even see it. Hold up. Let me plug it in. Let me plug it into the PC. I can actually do this. So just to show you guys what kind of devices and shit I got. So I got the phone, and I'm gonna want to show you guys the phone. So I'm gonna come in here, and I'm gonna put the third. So I would be able to show you guys what I'm doing on the phone. So this would be the Instagram. You'll pop that up. So yeah, this is my Instagram. Go check it out. The famous _ Hexakin. Yeah, so I'll be showing you guys through the phone how to do it. So, you know, the Talkatone is very simple. You come here, Talkatone. This is the app. Oh shit, can I? Is it gonna show you the password? Yeah, it does. Come on, where it's 00000 classic. Sorry, ladies, I'm gonna have to change that now. But yeah, you would come here, and then you have the Talkatone and stuff like that. So, pretty cool. You could choose any number you want, so on and so forth. So, yeah, I just want to show you guys how I'm gonna be able to show you guys what to do with the phone, how to like. Actually, can I show you guys the website? I want to show you fucking guys. Can I do it? No, I don't think I do it. Hold up. Let me see if I just don't have porn in the fucking in my Safari when I open it, because it's the only fucking reason why I use it. Yeah, bro, I don't know, man. Imagine I just pop that shit, get the whole fucking chat, like fucking
last browser.
Bro, I swear to you, I'm straight up honest, bro. Yo, definitely use my phone for porn, bro. This shit's retina display, bro, guaranteed. So, yeah, so guys, fast, quick chill. We're gonna show you guys exactly what I mean by this. So this app is basically, I made the website in order for you to like on the mobile, you could, when you're on your iPad, it'll look like this, and you're able to go through it, and it has all the stuff that you need. So like, let's say you're talking to someone, you say, and you're explaining them who doesn't watch porn, of course. Need that as my wallpaper for sure, dude. I could send that. I'll post it on Twitter. So let's say you want to talk about HEDRON, right? So then boom, you would click on the HEDRON, right? And then it's going to bring you to the HEDRON page, where it shows you, hedron.pro. You got the HEDRON contract guide, and you got Mint HEDRON for Staker app. Now, what's cool is that I also put the contract guide in here. So what that means is that you could read this straight from the website, or we could go ahead and open up it in Google Doc, right? So we're laughing about that. So it comes in straight here. But what's also dope is that, let's say you have a language barrier. Right here you have available. You have, like I said, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 9 times 11 plus 5. So there's 104 languages right here in front of your face. And you could choose through 104 of these languages. So there's no reason for let's put it in German, right? So there's no reason for people to say, oh, well, the language of the person I'm trying to onboard, it's available. Most of the text, I tried to put most of the text there in order for it to be easier for people in the world to come on. And yeah, man, I'm pretty happy about this, because it's an easy tool. So while you're onboarding, you're like, oh, okay, you come check this out, go on this website, you could use this to do this, and it shows you everything you need. It has all the docs that everyone's already providing you. Hold up, that's not the website. So when you come back here, it's show the original. So you come back. Now, one thing also I really love about it, and I really want, if there's anyone who makes websites that's listening right now, there's an easy way to go and take the script of ethhex.com and plugging it in. So I'm actually able right now to go ahead and purchase, so I can do whatever I want. It's literally ethhex.com. So that phone would get me arrested for sure, dude. So you could come here and you could buy Hex right away. You connect, wallet connect. You can open up in your Coinbase wallet, or you could copy paste crypto2learn.com in your MetaMask browser on your phone, which we do not suggest. But you're still able to purchase on the website. I've made it so like that. It's not through me. It's through ethhex.com. You could go and click F12 and check the code. I'm not hiding anything. It's straight up right in front of your face. Ask any developer. It's fucking easy to check it out. Now, I also have here the PulseX DApp testnet link, which is very important to show people because the product is right here. Your product is right here. So you can connect the wallet, like I said, and you could go ahead and check this out on your phone. Show people like, hey, this is the product. You could come here and do whatever you need. So that's my quick shill. This is what I'm providing, and we're gonna edit this a lot. I want to add more coins to it. You know, when you come in here, also there's also when you go on top in the menu, there's the doc section. So we got multiple documents for you to read. So you got some time on this website. It's not like it's read it for 4 or 5 seconds and it's done. So you're able to, you know, come here and understand ratio trading. This is really something I would really suggest reading, the ratio trading aspect. This really explains to people who don't understand ratio trading, shows you a graph, you know, like this graph right here. This graph right here is probably my favorite graph to show people because this graph right here shows you that no matter what you do, this is the price change in percentage. When you have an LP, you never stay the same. So there's always a permanent loss, whether you make money or whether you lose money, right? So whether it's price and percentage change goes up or down, you lose with your liquidity providing. So that's impermanent loss. That's what happens. And that's only for the price, right, guys? That's not for your position. That's how you make money. So yeah, like I said, you know, there's summaries explaining to you exactly how it works. You know, 4 times percent change, you get a 25% loss, and stuff like that, blah, 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 blah. And you could go ahead and read this. This is all provided to you from the internet. I didn't write it. I just copy pasted that shit from other places. You know, you even got the ES penalties. You don't know how it works. You really don't know how it works. Well, here it explains to you the exact fucking like it shows you if your stake is less than 180 days, how do you calculate it? If your stake is over 180 days, how do you calculate it? You know, the documents are there, guys. There's no need for you guys to even buzz about this. There's no need for you guys to trip. It's right here. We're going to continue building it. If you think you could do better, please build it. I made it so like that it's not good. Well, sorry, it's not good. I made it so like that you could go ahead and do better because that's what I want you to do. I want you to make things better for the people. I want Hexkins to show you that like I did this for $4. This website was done by $4. All you need to do is get hosting, get an 99-cent GoDaddy. There's no excuses, bro. It's so cost efficient to do these things for people, man, and for the community. So I'm just like, fuck it. I just wanted to show you guys what we're gonna do. So bring Sean on the potty next. I wanted to bring Sean, but Sean just, it's late for him right now. That's the reason why I didn't come on every fucking week. It was because of that. Because it's like 1, 2 in the morning, and I think he's 1 hour ahead of me. So right now for Sean, it would be 4 in the morning. But the fucker's still in the fucking chat, bro. Anyways,
I swear he's never
I
sleeps.
swear,
This
bro.
guy.
I don't sleep, man. Fuck. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to show you guys. Sometimes I feel like I need to buy a football helmet to walk around.
Yeah,
What about
pretty
shoulder
special.
pads? What about shoulder pads, dude? Shoulder pads is the best, bro. That shit knocks the fuck out of someone. Helmet and the shoulder pads, you ain't getting nothing's happening to you. But yeah, guys, I would like to thank everyone for listening to us. I know it's getting late. I know Tap gotta go. He's probably sleeping. We got
I ain't sleep yet, motherfucker.
Hey, where's Morgan, bro? Is he still sleeping? I hope he's working. Fucking guy, you better be buying Hex.
He's working at like 2 a.m. So he said he's going to bed. I don't even know.
For sure, unless he comes on.
He's
and does
doing
a
like
segment
night
for
shifts
30
or
minutes.
something.
No,
But
that's good,
he's working on a. I guess I don't know if I should say it, but he's working on a new parody. So stay tuned for that. Should be funny. One of the.
Oh, that's dope, man. I can't wait to
I'll
see
put
that.
it in the chat.
Check
in
it
the
out,
private
please.
chat.
Yeah. Put it in the chat, please. A hexmet. A hexelmet. That's dope.
Hexmet.
No, because the guy's like a helmet, but a hexelmet. Oh shit, that's dope. Oh wow, guys, I don't want
Yeah,
to
it
say
should
it,
be
but
should be interesting.
this is gonna
Gonna
be
be
a fucking
interesting to say the least.
Oh shit. When PulseChain 2 weeks actually, dude. 2 weeks.
2030.
2 weeks plus
20.
14 hours plus
I got
14
Richard's
minutes
tweet
and
here.
14 seconds. Just jeez. 14. Oh, 14. Yo, he's like, no, why'd you say it? I'm sorry, dude. I know. I'm sorry. Ricardo Corazon called me the other day on, Ricardo Corazon. And he was like, yo, man, 2 weeks, Holmes. 2 weeks tops, man. If not, I don't know to tell you, man. Okay, man. I gotta
Dale.
jump the border, man. I gotta come back, man. I don't know what to do, man. I ain't coming back, man. And he's like, I'm Ricardo Corazon. Okay, I called the top on the day, and that's it, man. Okay. And I was like, shit, bro. Okay, okay, Ricardo, listen, man. I understand, but your cousin,
Ricardo.
the other Richard doesn't want to come. He's like, nah, man, listen, man. You don't understand, man. Right now it's getting cold, man. Me, I ain't doing shit, man. Okay? You buy the top or you buy the bottom. That's your choice, man. And that's what he said. And I was like, okay, first, okay, Ricardo, I got it. We got it. He doesn't want to come on. He's pissed off at people. He's not getting his fucking. People said they're putting voodoo shit on him and shit. I was like, okay, bro. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
It's the
Right.
full moon and shit. People using, their voodoo powers to the max.
I'm like, shit, bro. I'm like, as long as you hook me up with your cousin, I'm good, bro. That's it. Me, I want the Latinas. That's all I saw. But that's it. I love the Latinas. Shouts out to the Latinas. Yeah, shout out to everyone, all the Latin community.
Cubans, mi amores.
Ricardo Corazon, bro. I love it. There should be a parody of that. Anyways, so if you guys see Ricardo Corazon on Twitter, that's me. Okay, so don't block it, don't report it, don't do shit. Ricardo Corazon, let me give you the actual handle in case someone tries to create a new one and be a fucking asshole. So Ricardo Corazon, the handle is
Y'all already know, man. Them Latinas.
Hex Directory. No, it's okay. It's Hex Directory at Hex Directory. That's Ricardo Corazon with the name. So I just do it as a parody. When people come in, I come in as Ricardo Corazon, and I
Famous.
troll them.
I got a question. Does this look like a UFO to you, man? No.
I bet, yeah. You have to put the mustache? Like, can you like Photoshop a mustache to that and like put the wrong hair? Like, you gotta go ahead and take he posted an actual really, 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 really nice picture so you could go ahead and take his mustache and his hair. The one where he's like, it was actually a nice picture. I'm not gonna lie, it was a pretty nice picture with the back.
He had his nails painted black. I saw.
Yeah, but he's
got some swag.
Say it on street, but he painting nails ain't crazy. You know what's crazy what he does. He's crazy motherfucker. I respect him. He's whoa. I don't even want to say what he does, but he's crazy, bro. I love him. But that's it. That's all, man. Shouts out to UFO. I think his name is UFO.
Uwe or something.
UFO. I remember one time he said his name was the way you spell UFO is how you would say his name, UFO. So I think it's UFO.
Imagine
I'm calling it UFO. Guys. So
imagine trying to girl.
So the next stream is gonna be when PulseChain launches, guys. So we'll see you guys in 2 weeks. If not in another 2 weeks, and if not in another 2 weeks, and if not, you can catch us on Twitter. And if not, you could go ahead and message all the Furus and see where they at. You could also message the people that got subpoenaed and ask them when's the next stream. It's funny though, like they're getting subpoenaed to the ones that get paid. Like what? There's Hexicans making money off your head? How? Oh my god! There's influencers in the background getting paid to buy hex for Hexicans. What? In the background, there's Hexicans that sell you products that are Hexican products for a premium. What? What? We're taking over. They're scared. Trust me, they're scared. You have 440.
It's only a matter of time, man.
Bro, they can't stop me, bro. And they can't stop us, bro. So fuck them. And by the way,
the account is still up.
By the way, I think there's a $3 billion or $4 billion hex stake coming out on Friday the 13th, January 13th. So watch out for that, guys. Thoughtchild, you should cover that. Go on January 13th. There's one stake, massive motherfucking stake coming out on the Friday the 13th. I think that's Thoughtchild. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's Thoughtchild. I think he's the only Hexagon that would have done that. And he's like, fuck that, man. Friday the 13th. Fuck these guys. Shh, I know I shouldn't have told him, bro. Don't worry about it. But shouts out to you whenever you want to have me on your stream, bro. I'm back in Philly time. So if you want to have me on, Thoughts, just send me the invite. It is rolling AOA John. AOA John. But yeah, it's Thoughtchild next stream, bro. If you want to come on, I got some shit to speak. I got a rant, bro. I got a fucking rant, bro. I can't take this shit no more. Fuck these people, bro. I can't. People are taking advantage of Hexicans. I can't take it. I can't take it. I can't take it. Yo, why? Just why? Just because he's why? No. Fuck T Penny. Fuck, man.
Where's he been?
Do it? Why can't he just?
They disappeared after the.
Like, why can't he just do it good, bro? What's up?
He probably made money, man.
Oh, guys, whoever's in the chat, go ahead on X, go on Twitter, and go find that tweet, and go report Twitter, and write to them and say, yo, give back Hexicasian her shit back. She just posted her beautiful boobs, and she got took down. While there's fucking her map, fucking. I can't say it, but anyways, just go ahead and help Hexicasian, guys. Go put some reviews in that shit. Help tell Twitter to put that back. We need Hexicasian's profile back. I know we can't get it back, but I want it back. If not, you guys can just go stare at her. I can't believe they just left the profile there. No, but the profile is just there. Right? Yeah. They banned her for the tits, and they left the profile there with the tits still there. I don't understand. It's fucking stupid. I don't understand. But shouts out to Hexy. At least she had some nice tits. Shouts out to her. Pay the $8.
Just saw one of them, man.
Yo, dude, I would pay the $8 to get fucking. I tried to get verified.
I'm gonna pay it for sure for a few months.
I would pay the $8.
Discontinue my ESPN Plus and get the Twitter.
I'm actually down to invest in fucking Twitter right now since they did that, bro. They're gonna make some money, bro. I know it. They're for sure gonna make money.
He's taking it private.
Yeah, I think he's gonna make money off that shit. But that guy always makes money, bro. He made money off of selling fucking flamethrowers, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Get fucking out of here, bro. I'd go in business with him. He's good, bro.
You know, a lot of people are gonna pay $8, man.
Kevin O'Leary put a very good point. This guy is acquired for $41 billion. $41 billion. He acquired 100 million users. Now, 100 million users constant, right? Obviously, they're bots. But if you think about it, he's going to make money. It's a business. So he has revenue. He has revenue from the business. So he's going to make money. But at the same time, too, he's not paying for any marketing for Tesla, SpaceX, and his AI thing because he's on Twitter and he has 100 million followers. So it's like, that's perfect. He owns the platform, the free platform to market. He doesn't have to pay for marketing. It's all there. It's all the fucking people he needs. So I think it was a good buy, my opinion. Very good buy. Strategic buy for his businesses. Very strategic. I would pay the $8 100%. Because the check mark gets. I think Whoopi Goldberg canceled her Twitter because she didn't want to pay the $8. Whoopi Goldberg.
I saw that, man. Jesus Christ. People are just something else. They just do it for publicity at this point.
Yeah, I think so too.
There's a lot of weirdness going on, man. There's a lot of weirdness. It's a decent reason why. a decent reason why I'll be staying to myself. I ain't got shit to say. There's already too much weirdness. I'm not going to add to it. I'm just going to mind my own business over here.
Mm-hmm.
But yo, everyone, if you haven't I've lately been checking out some old videos of Richard Hart. I'm talking about back when he had the long hair and the candles out and shit. Get back to basics. It's definitely some nice gems back there. If you want to 2x speed some of his, hours long videos. It's nice that we have all these opportunities right now, but I don't want nobody to forget the basics. Remember why you're here. Why we found Richard Hart and Hex in the first place. On that, follow my TikTok, Tap for Life 1. Guess I'm going to start uploading more videos on there until I get my Twitter account back. Keep checking us out. Like, share, subscribe to this show.
Bro, make a new one. Make a new one, Tap. Make a double. You need 2 profiles. You need 3 profiles, bro. You gotta have multiple. Keep your name. Get a name that's similar to your name, so like that no one can hack your name and be you. That's what I do. So I have multiple accounts that I don't even use in case, but it's the same. It's like crypto with a 0, the famous, in case someone wants to take it from me and try to hack people. So you should get a double account, bro. It's good for you in these situations. Ask Hexicasian if it's good to have another account. It's good, bro. Do it. It, Tap.
Yeah, that was honestly something I was going to start doing this week if I hear back since I haven't heard back from Twitter yet. I told myself, tomorrow I'm gonna just make a couple extra accounts and just tell people, I'm over here now.
Dope, man. So I want to thank everyone for coming and watch us. This is 2 hours and a half of the Worst Damn Crypto Show. I hope you wasted your time. Don't listen to us. If you want to get wrecked, listen to us.
Hail them.
Buy the top, sell the bottom. Buy the top, sell the bottom.
I'm good at that. I could show you how to do that.
Buy PulseChain. Follow the Hex Joker. Thank him for saving us and finding out that Pulse V3 testnet is out. Thank Maddie Allen for getting subpoenaed. Thanks Hex convicted offenders to get almost the FBI on our case. Thanks to who else is there? Thanks to that Hexican that dumped 21 million hex at 2.4 cents in order for it to let one Hexican buy 2.5 million at 1.8. You're awesome, dude. Thanks for fucking up my evening, guys. You are so fucking welcome. I hope you have fucking diarrhea tonight, man. Thank you. I hope you have constant constipation tonight, and so you could rewatch it and rewatch it and rewatch it all night long. All night long. I'm joking, bro. I hope you have a nice bottle of Pepto-Bismol next year at night time. Let's go.
All night long.
All night long, baby. But yeah, so Rome, run that shit. And
Pull it, motherfucker! Sell it! What are you, some sort of Hexican?